Up here on senior night. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Geckler along with Robbie Anderson and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines tonight for Big Z Sports. Dalton Patterson doing social media for us all night. Going to be a fun night, Robbie, as senior night kind of adds to the intensity of everything, and it's going to be a fun matchup between a 3-1 Sandy Valley team who lost to Canton South. Canton South has really put it on a lot of people this year so far, 4 games in, and then Malvern undefeated at 4-0. Going to be a fun matchup.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a very fun matchup. Actually, I think, Joe, Malvern is ranked number 5 in the first AP poll in the state. So they got a little chip on their shoulder with senior night, and you got Sandy Valley coming in here wanting to ruin senior night. So we should see how things play out tonight. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Obviously, Robbie, you were in the coaches' room and coaching with Sandy Valley over the last several years. You played at Indian Valley. When you get a rivalry night in week 5 of the season, and it happens to be senior night, how intense is that for a player?
Oh, it's very, very intense. You got the juices flowing, and you just want to try to keep them calm as much as you can. But I make it bet both locker rooms are all fired up, ready to go. They haven't played each other since I think it was 2021. So they had a year off, and they're ready to go now. Yeah,
2021, and if I remember right, this game was over at Sandy Valley. Sandy Valley won on a 2-point conversion late in the game, 22-21. I think Ben Petro was the one that scored the 2-point conversion. Of course, his little brother, Nick, the quarterback this year for Sandy Valley.
Yep, he's ready to go. I mean, Nick, sorry, we can't call him Nicky anymore. Nick, he's grown up now. He's got an arm on him. He loves to run the ball, so he's going to run the ball behind that big offensive line they got. And let's see if Malvern can hold up front. That's the one thing the Sandy Valley coach has said. If it's going to be one up front, if they can block one-on-ones. So
if you can turn the tables and now look at Malvern's offense, very good with Jared Withrow at quarterback. They have Drake Hutchison at running back. You have Dylan Phillips, Mr. Everything for the Malvern Hornets. Owen Ball's out there as well. This offense is very potent, especially with the experience and the big arm of Jared Withrow.
Yes, I'm excited to see Withrow, see if the offense can open up a little bit and tonight pass the ball, get that offense going. I mean, last time we were here, Drake Hutchison was our player of the game, so let's see if he can repeat that performance tonight and run the ball hard and maybe score a couple touchdowns and have a good night.
We're going to have a fun matchup here tonight between Malvern and Sandy Valley. Again, senior night going on here at Hornet Stadium as we speak. And we are going to take a break. We're going to be joined in the huddle by Sandy Valley head football coach Brian Gamble. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Jeanette and Hutton, South Broadway, and Schunbrunn and New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Novelis Uriksville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Fell can sell. When you choose the Caleb Fell Real Estate Team, you can count on local expertise, terrific communication, an expert negotiator on your side, and detail-oriented service throughout the process. Real estate does not have to be difficult or stressful. Choose a team that will make the process quick, easy, and professional start to finish. Whether you are ready to buy or ready to sell, make sure you call Caleb Fell with the Caleb Fell Real Estate Team.
Welcome back to Malvern High School. You're listening to Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Sandy Valley head coach Brian Gamble, presented by Haas Body Shop, serving the area for over 64 years. Coach, you beat Minerva 48-6 last week to improve to 3-1 on the season. After reviewing the film, how do you rate your team's performance?
Yeah, I think we did what we had to do. I thought our guys, they started out fast and they didn't let the pedal off, man. It was all gas, no brakes the entire night. I thought our guys, executed in all 3 phases. I think our defense did a really good job. I think our offense was explosive, and I think our special teams, especially our return game, returning a punt and a kick return to the house. I thought all those phases did a really nice job.
Offensively, your senior quarterback, Nick Petro, has been lights out for your ball club through the first 4 games of the season. Talk to us to how important he is to your success.
I mean, he's a leader on the field, off the field, in our hallways. He's a big time alpha for us, and he's a guy that that not only that he's a great kid, and he's a great person and a great family. And I tell you what, man, he can do things with his legs, he can do things with his arm, but in and out of the playbook, checking in, checking out of stuff, just puts us in a great position, and our guys really rally behind him.
Coach, week 4 is in the books. How's practice been this week? What's been the message to the team?
Well, it's a rivalry week with Malvern, bringing Malvern back on the schedule. So I think the motivation is already just built in, and it's something that you don't really have to find the words for. It's already there, and it's already written on the board. And so those things. I mean, I think the laser focus, everything was great this week. I thought throughout the entire time, I thought our kids are excited, and our kids are excited just to get out here and just to get to this position that we're in right now.
The Malvern Hornets staying in your way tonight to go to 4-1. What do you know about them? What do you expect from them?
They're an explosive team. The quarterback has a really big arm. He's a tall drink of water. He can throw it. And I tell you what, the receivers, number 11 and number 1, those guys are electric with the ball in their hands. And I think 88's a really nice player as well when he runs the football. And then the Phillips kid, number 45, is also a kid that runs hard. Those guys that right there we just named are definitely key ingredients for them, and guys that we have to focus on tonight.
Speaking of keys, Coach, your 3 keys for the Cardinals to win tonight and improve to 4-1.
Biggest things are for us is obviously win the turnover battle. I think it's going to be huge for us. It's always about field position and special teams, and just limit their big plays and continue to make big plays on our end. We're able to do all those things. Again, I like our chances.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
I appreciate it. Go Cards.
That was Sandy Valley head coach Brian Gamble joining me here in the huddle. Coming up next, I'll be joined by Malvern head coach Matt Churko. That's after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Welcome back to Malvern High School. You listen to Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Malvern head coach Matt Churko. Coach, you knocked off Tusky Valley 27-20 down in Zorville last week. After reviewing the film, how do you feel your team played?
I thought we played well in the first half on both sides of the ball, special teams and everything. I thought we kind of put a complete half together. Second half, it was just a weird half. A lot of odd things happened. We had some penalties, obviously a turnover. But, credit to our kids. We were able to put one last drive together to go win the game, and we did just that.
Offensively, your passing attack led the way over the Tusky Valley junior quarterback Jared Withrow with 21 of 27, 277 yards, 3 touchdowns. Is the offense hitting its stride coming into Week 5?
I think so. I actually, last week, I wasn't sure how successful we were going to be in the passing game just because, Tusky Valley had so many turnovers those first 3 weeks, forced turnovers and interceptions and stuff. So I kind of wanted to run the ball a little bit more, but just the way they were playing us, I'm like, well, let's throw it. And, we got into a good rhythm, and our passing attack really led the way.
Coach, defensively, the Hornets have forced 12 turnovers in the first 4 games of the season. Is that what you expected coming into the season from your defense?
It's always an added bonus, I think. You're not necessarily looking for turnovers, it just stops. And if you get turnover, hey, it's an added bonus. But our defense has played real well. For the most part, the big thing we've done all year is we haven't given up the big play. There've been 20-yard plays or stuff like that, but there's never just been a big play, it's going to be a big thing tonight as well.
Coach, Week 4 is in the books. How's practice been this week, and what's been the message to the team?
I thought it was a really good week of practice. Kids are into it, and it's a great small school rivalry. Right now we don't get to play them every year. Hopefully, that changes in the near future. So we just kind of relish the opportunity to, go out there and get after it for 48 minutes, and let's see what happens.
Coach, the Sandy Valley Cardinals make the short bus trip here to Malvern. What do you know about them? What do you expect from them?
Good football team, really good football team. I think there's no denying, who kind of runs the show there. Picho does just an outstanding job. The last couple of years he's been banged up. He's missed games. He hasn't been healthy. And this year, he is, and he's showing people how good he actually is. But they got guys around him. Davis is a real good running back. Obviously Gillen, a nice receiver. They got a bunch of possession guys like Snyder and Greer. Morris is a speedster. So and then there's all that front. So there's just a solid football team, and we're gonna have to play a real complete game tonight.
Finally, Coach, what are your 3 keys for the Hornets to defend home turf and move to 5-0 and into Week 6 with a ton of momentum?
I think we got to get Peter on the ground. And that goes back to the big plays. We can't allow the big plays. He's had a lot of success just kind of scrambling and stuff and running the ball, and we really got to try to limit that. Secondly, we got to take care of the football. In a big game like this, if you turn the ball over a few times, that's usually not a good thing. And so, we take care of the football, maybe force a few, that'd be even an added bonus. And then third, it's just going to be effort. Playing for 48 minutes, getting after it, and, just leaving it all out on the field tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here.
Thanks, Joe.
You've been in the huddle with Malvern head coach Matt Churko. Coming up next, the starting lineups and kickoff between the Hornets and Cardinals with Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Stadium and week 5 of the high school football season. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, Ryan McClellan on the sidelines for Big Z Sports. Dalton Patterson handling social media for our rivalry game here tonight in week number 5. Malvern won the toss. They have elected to defer, so that means Sandy Valley will get the football first. We'll take a look at their starting lineups. At left tackle, number 72, Andrew Neary, 6'2", 265 and a senior. At left guard, number 58, Russell Hummel. He's 5'8", 200 and a senior. At center, number 75, Weston Little, 6 foot, 265 and a junior. At right guard, number 56, Jake Gillen. He's 6 foot, 210 and a sophomore. And at right tackle, number 63, Trenton Russell, 6'2", 200 and a senior. The quarterback, the senior, number 5, Nick Petro, 6'3", 185. At running back, number 6, Chad Davis, 5'10", 175 and a senior. Your wide receivers for Sandy Valley tonight, number 2, Jason Morris. He's 5'8", 160 and a senior. Number 10, Chapin Greer, 6'2", 185 and a senior. Number 11, Troy Snyder, 6 foot, 180 and a senior. And number 17, Lucas Gillen, the speedster, at 6'1", 160 and a junior. The kicker, number 32, Cohen Mace. He's 5'9", 160 and a senior. Now the defense for the Malvern Hornets, number 88, Julius Gore. He'll start at 1 defensive end. He's 6'1", 205 and a sophomore. At nose tackle, number 73, Kyle Bossard, 6'3", 255 and a senior. And at defensive end, number 62, Chance Miller, 6'2", 205 and a senior. Linebackers tonight for the Hornets, number 45, Drake Hutchison. He's 5'10", 160 and a junior. Ryan Runyon, 5'8", 150 and a senior. Number 28, Charles Motts. He's 6 foot, 185 and a senior. Number 42, Dante Passio. He's 5'10", 165 and a senior. Your corners tonight, number 7, Owen Ball. He's 6'2", 165 and a sophomore. And number 11, Rodney Smith. He's 6'2", 165 and a junior. Strong safety, number 1, Dylan Phillips, 6'2", 175 and a senior. And your free safety, number 15, Jared Witherow. He's 6'4", 185 and a junior. That's the starting lineups for the Sandy Valley Cardinals offense, who will get the ball to start, and the defense for the Malvern Hornets as the Hornets break through the banner. And they're onto the field now as this game is almost underway. Robbie, beautiful, beautiful night for high school football. Packed house. We love seeing all these fans here. They're 2 and 3 deep on the fence down in front of us and across the way when we hold our hand up so we can see. The sun's directly in our face right now. But when it gets down behind these trees over in front of us, man, it is a packed house over there as well.
Oh, yeah, 2 small communities coming together here playing a rival game. You can't ask for a better night for football. I mean, it's a beautiful night. Let's play some football now, Joe.
Yeah, week 5, and it's going to be fun here tonight again. Going to head down to the sidelines, welcome in Ryan McClellan. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Ryan, welcome back, man. It looks like you passed the test last week, and now you're with us in the second week in a row, but this time you're up here at Malvern with us. What's the atmosphere like down there?
You know, you forget sometimes how beautiful a grass field is. You know, when it's freshly mowed, freshly painted, you know, there's nothing better than that sometimes on old-fashioned football. And especially when you have this rivalry here, Sandy Valley versus Malvern. You know, you said it earlier, they're 10 miles down the road. You know, these 2 teams have a lot of history. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing this IVC matchup between Malvern. The defense, you know, they gave up less than 100 yards in the air. You know, I talked about that earlier, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Picho and that, you know, that tough offense can do in the air. You know, I think it's going to be a battle. And we'll see, you know, what Malvern can bring right off the bat here on defense, because they're going to face that offense here.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, that trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. It's our 5th game of the season, Robbie. We've had 3 games on turf and 2 games on grass. You don't see that very often. Both games have been here at Malvern on grass, though.
Yeah, a lot of teams and a lot of schools are getting away from grass, but from what I read, a lot of teams, they like grass, and it's advantage to the home team. Big time advantage, especially when it rains. You got to love those games.
So the kicker for the Malvern Hornets is number 24, Ryan Runyon. He has it teed up at his own 40-yard line. Back deep for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, number 11, Troy Snyder. He's back on about the 5-yard line, and he will be the lone man back for the Cardinals to return this opening kickoff, brought to you by Cartoons, your automotive accessory headquarters in New Philadelphia. Short, low kick, going to be fielded by an up man, and he is going to be up the sidelines and driven out of bounds just short of the 40-yard line, and that's where the Sandy Valley Cardinals will start 1st and 10 with their first drive of the game. Again, up front, Neary, Hummel, Little, Gillen, and Russell. The quarterback, Petro. Running back, Davis. Wide receivers, Morris, Greer, Snyder, and Gillen. for the Cardinals. Cardinals in all white uniforms, red numerals, silver helmets with the red wing on the side, all green uniforms for Malvern, white numerals, white stripe, green helmet with the white M on the side. Shotgun formation. Petro turns and hands to Davis, lowers his shoulder and gets driven down at about the 42-yard line. Going to be a pickup of about 3 on the gain by Chad Davis, the tailback, 5'10", 175, and a senior.
Looks like number 62 there for Malvern. Chance Miller was on the tackle.
Shotgun formation, 5 wide receivers, 3 here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Nick Petro in the shotgun. Barks out the signals, takes the snap, looking, fires to the far sideline, has his intended receiver. Looks like that's going to be, that was number 10, Chapin Greer. And that's going to be short of the first down, maybe a pickup of about 7 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 just short of midfield.
Yeah, it looks like they just try to play a little stick route there, try to get it closer to the first down, see if they run the ball here on this 3rd down. Very short, like about 1 yard, Joe.
Yeah, twins here to the near side, pistol formation with Davis behind Petro. It's going to be a design run. Petro takes off, lowers his shoulder into Malvern territory, all the way down to about the 45-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Nice little counter to the right there for Nicky Petro, just following his pulling guard and tackle, and 2 Malvern Hornets on the tackle there as well.
10:45 to go here, first quarter, no score. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line inside Malvern territory. Twins receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side with a wing back on the left side as well. Pistol formation, Petro rolls here to the near side, has his receiver. It's going to be dropped by number 11, Troy Snyder, and that's going to be incomplete to bring up 2nd down now and 10.
That was a nice little defensive coverage there, but it just slipped right out of Snyder's hands. You got to hold on to that if it hits your hands.
Maybe anticipating the hit from the defender. Did Snyder as he dropped it, hit him right in the hands, and it dropped here to the grass at Hornet Stadium. Don't get to say that very often anymore.
No, you don't.
10:29 to go here in the first quarter. No score between Sandy Valley and Malvern. Trips receivers here on the near side, single receiver on the far side. Pistol formation. Petro takes a snap, drops back, looking, going to get some pressure up the middle. Avoids the pressure, fires it over the far sideline. Almost intercepted, and then in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, number 2, Jason Morris. Man, the Malvern defender almost picked that off, and it landed right in Jason Morris's hands. He didn't expect it to be there, and he dropped it.
Oh, that was very, very close. But Malvern defender, if he just put his hands together, he has an INT right there.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Sandy Valley Cardinals at the Malvern 46-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Now a receiver comes in motion here. It's going to be a fake jet sweep. They're going to flip it out here to number 11, Snyder. It's going to be a little tunnel screen up the middle of the field. He breaks out of a tackle, still dragging another tackler all the way down close to the 20-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Sandy Valley Cardinals inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
Nice little slip there, play, or jailbreak, whatever you like to call it. And he runs right up. Has blockers out in front of him, hits it up in the middle of the field. Nice little run there after the catch.
You got a pistol formation, 3 receivers technically here on the left side of the field on the near side, 1 receiver on the far side. Petro with Davis behind him. They turn and give. Nope. They're going to be a – no, he does hand it off. The player stopped there for a minute off the right side as Petro gets shoved out of bounds, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
On the tackle there for Malvern was Owen Ball. Pushed him out of bounds there, and
kind of fooled me on the handoff. I thought the whistle had blown. A couple of the players from Sandy Valley had stopped, and I thought the play was blown dead, but they kept going. They're going to bunch it up here. It's going to be a quarterback run by Petro. Lowers his shoulder. Ball comes out. It looks like Sandy Valley was able to jump back on it. We'll see. And it is going to be Sandy Valley football as Nicky Petro took it into that pile, got his arm popped, and the ball popped out, but the Cardinals were able to fall back on it and regain possession. We're going to have it 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
Looks like Malvern here is lining up in a 4 front with 2 down linebackers walking up on the line of scrimmage.
Sandy Valley's going to break the huddle, come out with 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side with Davis behind Petro. Petro turns and hands to Davis. He lowers his shoulder, and he is no call yet. He's going to be down short of the goal line at about the half-yard line, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from inside the 1. They're going to go the diesel package now, or the big package. They are going to split a receiver out here to the near side, and that's going to be Lucas Gillen. They're going to turn and hand to Davis, lowers his shoulder, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Chad Davis from 1 yard out, and the Sandy Valley Cardinals take the lead 6-0.
Yeah, Coach Gamble must have came out here and said, hey, let's go this first drive on our offensive line. Chad Davis, Nick Petro, you run the ball and let's go. That was a nice little push there by the offensive line there at the goal line.
70-yard drive for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, capped off by a 1 yard touchdown run by Chad Davis, the tailback. Cohen Mace on for the extra point, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good, and the Sandy Valley Cardinals with 9:17 left to go in the first quarter lead Malvern 7-0. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
Hornet Stadium. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines for Big Z Sports. 7-0. Sandy Valley leads on a 1 yard touchdown run by Chad Davis. And they are going to kick the ball off to the Malvern Hornets coming up here in just a couple of seconds. But a nice drive put together there by Sandy to start the game.
Yeah, that was a beautiful drive, and had a little short passes, had a nice little counter there. I mean, Coach Gamble wanted to put it on the offensive line there the first time, and he said, let's go. It's a rival game. Let's put some points up on the board. Now it's Malvern's turn to answer.
Cohen Mace tees it up at his own 40-yard line. Back deep, Dylan Phillips and Drake Hutchison for the Malvern Hornets to return this kickoff after the touchdown. This kickoff brought to you by Cartoons, your automotive accessory headquarters in New Philadelphia. Low line drive kick going to be fielded by by Phillips at about the 25. Cuts to the far sideline, and he is dropped there just short of the 30-yard line. And that's going to be where Malvern starts on offense, 1st and 10. Real quick look at their starters up front. Chance Miller, number 62, is your left tackle, 6'2", 205, and a senior. Your left guard, number 73, Kyle Bossert, 6'3", 255, and a senior. At center, number 77, Connor Chalmers, 5'10", 260, and a junior. At right guard, Darnell Jackson, 5'9", 255, and a sophomore. And at right tackle, number 53, Zach Babachek, 6'2", 235, and a senior. We'll get to the skill players here in just a second. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation. Hutchinson now to the left of Witherow. Witherow stands up now. They all look over to the sidelines to get the call from the coaches. They look down at their wristbands. They have what they want. Now Hutchinson switch sides and goes to the right of Witherow in the shotgun. Witherow takes a snap, rolls here to the near side, looking, has his receiver. That's going to be Phillips, spins out of a tackle and then gets gang tackled right about the 30-yard line, maybe the 29-yard line, and that's going to be a pickup of 3 for the Hornets.
Yeah, it looks like Sandy Valley there's in a rolling coverage to cover 3, and I'm sure Coach wanted to be like, hey, find the zone, sit, and let's just pick up a couple chunk plays here and there.
Skill players for the Malvern Hornets. Number 15, Jared Witherow, your quarterback, 6'4", 185, and a junior. Number 45, Drake Hutchison, your tailback, 5'10", 160, and a junior. Receivers, Dylan Phillips, number 1, Rodney Smith, number 11, Owen Ball, number 7. Shotgun, they're going to hand it to Hutchinson. Here to the near side, trips up just past the 30 to the 31-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for Malvern with their first drive. They're in their own territory out to about the 31-yard line.
Witherow kind of faked me out there. I thought he had the ball there for a second.
8:12 to go here in the first quarter. Sandy Valley leads 7-0, 8:07 to go. 3rd down and 5 at the 31-yard line. Shotgun. Witherow takes a snap, going to fake it, and he rolls to the far side, gets pressure, has a receiver on the far sideline, and that is going to be incomplete, in and out of the hands intended for Rodney Smith, and that ball is incomplete and falls to the grass here at Hornet Stadium. Going to bring up a punting situation for the Hornets.
That was a beautiful play by the defensive back that they teach him. Eyes, hands, ball. Get your hand up in there where the receiver's arms are going and poke her out.
So Rodney Smith is your punter. Nope, they're going to stay out there on offense. Nope, Rodney Smith is out there to punt. He just broke away from the huddle late. So Smith in to punt the football away. Two guys back, Troy Snyder and Lucas Gillen, that are your punt returners for Sandy Valley. Snap is back. Going to be a high end over end kick. Going to take a bounce out of bounds at around the 40-yard line, maybe the 36-yard line for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, and that's where they will take over with their second drive of the game. And we'll see where they do mark it, but we'll head down to the sidelines and talk with Ryan McClellan. Ryan, Malvern had a couple things going there. They took a shot on third down, came up empty, but man, they did have a couple things going, had a manageable 3rd and 5 there. Sandy Valley's defense did some good things, though.
Yeah, Malvern did a very good job. They're trying to see, what formations that Sandy Valley was throwing at them. And, ultimately as the game goes on, they're going to be able to figure, like Robbie said, find their zone, get it in there, the hook route that we talked about a lot last week. So we'll see if that works better for them than the next drive.
Empty backfield shotgun, 5 wide receivers, 3 on the far side, 2 here on the near side. Petro takes a snap, going to be a quarterback draw right up the middle, and he gets dropped. Ball comes out. Ball comes out. Looks like the Malvern Hornets have it, and they do. The first turnover of the game goes for the Malvern Hornets as Nick Petro put it on the turf after taking a big shot by number 28, Charles Motts. Passio with the recovery on the fumble. And the Hornets have it deep inside Sandy Valley territory.
He's got his hand in there. Nick must not have the ball covered up, but got Malvern Hornets, their number 28, got the ball out, and here we go. Malvern's cooking now with some offense.
So Malvern now has it deep inside Sandy Valley territory. They have it 1st and 10 at the Sandy Valley 33-yard line. 2 receivers make that 3 receivers on the far side. 1 here on the near side. Pistol formation. Withrow with Hutchison in the backfield. Going to be a shotgun now as Hutchison comes up to the left of Withrow. Takes a snap, rolls to the far side. Has his receiver. That's going to be Dylan Phillips. Lowers his shoulder down past the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Going to be a nice pickup of about 5 yards for the Malvern Hornets to bring up 2nd down with 7:25 to go here first quarter.
Once again, Coach Turco starts off this drive. He started the last drive with a nice little out route. Now on this drive, nice little flat route there, just picking up chunk yards. And that's what he's probably telling his team. Let's pick up chunk yards. Maybe we'll hit one big here soon.
If you were here, you would understand this comment. Somebody turned off the lights, and it's nice up here now.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's nice and cool.
You can actually see something now, right? So the sun finally going down behind the trees here at Hornet Stadium. A little tough to see at the first part of the game here, but we are good now. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side, shotgun formation. Hutchison to the left of Withrow. They're going to turn. Nope. Withrow's going to take it, lower his shoulder. Gets very close to that 1st down, but it's going to be short. Bring up 3rd down now for the Hornets with 6:41 to go here in the first quarter. Sandy Valley leads 7-0.
Nice little play there by Withrow. He's reading that. He's doing a zone read, power zone read, where he's reading that end. The end crashes down, he's giving the ball. If the end stays there, he's going up. So that's a beautiful play.
So 3rd down and 4 now at the Sandy Valley 26-yard line. 3 receivers split here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Hutchison in the backfield. Now it's in the shotgun. Going to be a timeout for the Malvern Hornets. And we'll keep it right here. We're going to take a look at the AutoWorks Collision scoreboard. Our score here, 7-0. Sandy Valley leads Malvern with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Mansfield Senior up early on New Philadelphia, 7-0 in the first. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley 7-0 in the first as well. Tusky Valley up early on Strasburg, 7-0. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 7-0. Nolan McMorrow, 30-yard touchdown pass to Jordan Connor for their score for the Mustangs. Northwest leads Fairless 7-0. Newcomerstown leads Martins Ferry 7-0. Dom Singer with a 63-yard touchdown run. Carrollton all over Kenmore Garfield. I think Carrollton's going to get healthy tonight. They're up 14-0 already. Whitmore to Levi Kreider for a 14-yard touchdown, and Ryan Kiko with a 69-yard touchdown run for the Warriors. Before we get too much farther, congratulations to Coach Sarbaugh and his family up at Fairless as he and his wife welcome in their daughter yesterday. So congratulations to A.J. Sarbaugh and Fairless. Break the huddle. It's going to be a low snap through the legs of Withrow. Has his receiver, and that is going to be Rodney Smith, and he breaks out of a tackle at the 10-yard line, cuts to the far sideline, slides down, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Malvern Hornets. Nice pitch and catch from Withrow to Rodney Smith, but man, that snap went through his legs. He picks it up, and I thought he was going to get hammered by the defender, and he got it away just in time.
Yeah, they teach that in practice where if you fumble a snap, you just keep running your route, and the quarterback will find you. I mean, and he almost lost the ball, and then he laid a big hit there. I mean, that was a beautiful play.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone at the 12-yard line. Trips receivers here on the near side, single receiver on the far side. They're going to turn and hand it to Hutchison. He's off the left side, lowers his shoulder, spins out of a tackle down to the 5-yard line. Inside the 5 to probably the 4-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 for the Hornets, maybe a 4.
Nice little power play there. Hutchison just followed his guard and hit the hole. He was slow to it, fast through it. So, I mean, he's following his guard, and he's picked up a chunk yard there.
2nd down and 4 at the 4. Should be 2nd down and 4 at the 5, excuse me. Turn and hand to Hutchison. Finds a little hole inside the 5-yard line, down close to the 2-yard line. That's going to be close to another First Federal Community Bank first down. I think it's going to be just short, 3rd and about a hamburger in between the marker and the yard line.
Hutchison just put his head down, found the hole, and just ran it hard. I mean, this Hutchison boy, he runs it very, very hard, Joe.
4:38 to go here in the first quarter. Sandy Valley leads 7-0. 3rd down and 1 on the 2-yard line. Malvern can get a first down before they score. The trips receivers here on the near side, receiver on the far side. Now Hutchison in the shotgun to the left of Withrow. He takes the snap, does Withrow, lowers his shoulder, slams his big 6'4" frame into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Malvern Hornets are an extra point away from tying this game up at 7.
Nice little QB draw there by Withrow. He got stood up there about the 1-yard line, and then here come the big boys, just push him right in. That's a lineman's dream, pushing the quarterback into the end zone.
Withrow, 6'4", 185 pounds. Just lowered his shoulder and got some help from the big boys behind to get into the end zone. And they're an extra point away from tying it up as Ryan Runyon on for the extra point for Malvern. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, and it is perfect as the Malvern Hornets have tied the ball game at 7 with 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. We have a Cush Financial timeout on the field, and we'll take it with them. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics in the business of making smiles at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia.
Stadium, week 5 of the high school football season. We have 4:15 to go first quarter, tied at 7 as Ryan Runyon get a high pooch kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be a procedure penalty against the Malvern Hornets, and that's going to move them up 5 yards for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Not pretty good field position, Robbie.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very good position for Sandy Valley. But on that last drive, man, Coach Shurko's got to be happy with his offense. After the first drive, they're stalling out and come back in the second drive after that fumble the Cardinals had. I mean, he's got to be ecstatic. He's got some points on the board now. He can relax in this rival game. So let's see if this game turns out to be better. Not better, but good now.
Yeah, it will. Relaxed. So both teams are on the scoreboard, tied at 7. Malvern took advantage of a turnover by the Sandy Valley Cardinals quarterback, Nick Petro. 2 receivers here on the near side. Make that 3 on the near side. Bad snap. Petro gets it, but he is going to be dropped in the backfield all the way back at the 25-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd down now And that was about a 10-yard loss, so second down. Let's call it 2nd and 20 now for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Bad snap. We've seen a couple of them, a couple for Malvern now and a couple for Sandy Valley. I wonder if the grass is getting a little bit wet down there as the sun's going down. It's cooling off. That dew's setting in a little bit.
I mean, even in practice, you have these quarterback exchanges all day, every day, so they should be good now.
3 receivers on the far side, shotgun formation. Receiver here on the near side. Make it a pistol formation with Davis behind Petro.
Malvern was showing blitz there.
Petro takes a snap, drops back looking, fires it over the middle of the field, has his receiver Gillen. Ow, just missed him about a yard or two in front of the speedster Lucas Gillen. He hits him in stride, and it's a touchdown. But it's going to be 3rd down and 20 now for Sandy Valley. Great idea on 2nd down. He had it, just overshot him.
Yep, and Malvern brought the pressure there. Number 28 came pressure late. Maybe that's why Nicky threw off his back foot a little bit. And yeah, it was there, but it was a little too far for Lucas Gillen. I mean, he gets fast, but I don't think he's that fast.
So number 2, Jason Morris, checks out for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. We have 2 receivers on the far side, 2 here on the near side. Pitch over to Chad Davis, going to be a reverse flea flicker. They pass it back to Petro, has a receiver. That's going to be Chapin Greer, and it's going to be caught by Sandy Valley with the flag thrown. I think they were going to call pass interference on number 11, Rodney Smith, but that pass is going to be complete, and that penalty is going to be declined as it's going to be a completion on the reverse flea flicker from Petro to Chapin Greer.
We're pulling out all the tricks of the hat here, fellas. That was a gutsy call by Coach Gamble there.
So it's they were gonna call pass interference, and it's gonna be declined again by Sandy Valley, and the Cardinals will take the ball 1st and 10 after a First Federal Community Bank first down. 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Pistol formation. Petro with Davis behind him. We'll go down to the sidelines here in just a minute and check in with Ryan McClellan on that last play. Morris goes in motion. Snap, they turn and hand to Davis off the right side. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Looks like number 68. Is that number 88? That's going to be number 88, and that is Julius Gore on the stop for the Malvern Hornets. Down to the sidelines real quick with Ryan McClellan. Ryan, you saw the play, the flea flicker pass. They called pass interference, but a great job by Chapin Greer to haul it in, even being interfered with.
Yeah, well, it was a great ball. Petro put that right where his receiver was at, caught it in stride. The defender just, lost his defender a little bit too long.
Petro takes a snap in and out of the hands of number 2, Jason Morris, over the middle of the field. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 now for Sandy Valley. Game tied at 7, 2:23 to go here in the first quarter. Sandy Valley has it 3rd and 11 on the Malvern 27-yard line.
I'm going to give Malvern a lot of credit here. They're bringing pressure, making Petro very uncomfortable here in this first quarter. There's pressure everywhere coming.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Davis behind Petro. Now Petro stands up, looks over to his coaches, gets the call, looks down at his wristband, and now barks out the signals. Takes the snap, looking, rolls here now to the near side from pressure. Looking, fires it in and out of the hands of number 11, Troy Snyder, and that's going to be incomplete to bring up 4th down for Sandy Valley.
Their coverage, Malvern's coverage is all over the Sandy Valley wide receivers, and they're uncomfortable. Great job by Malvern. You can't ask for better coverage.
Quick look at the Auto Works Collision scoreboard. Mansfield Senior up on New Philly now 14-0. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley 7-0. Steubenville up on Dover 7-0. Tusky Valley shutting out Strasburg 21-0. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 7-0. Garraway up on East Canton 7-0. Brady Geibel to Wyatt Wallach for 35 yards and a touchdown. Northwest leads Fairless 14-7. They're going to go for it is Sandy Valley. 3 receivers on the far side. 2 on the far side, 2 here on the near side. Pistol formation. Petro with Davis behind him. Now Davis going to move up to the right of Petro to make it a shotgun. Petro takes a snap, looking, steps over them, has him over the field, that's over the middle of the field. That's going to be to Davis, lowers his shoulder, keeps him moving into the end zone. Touchdown, Chad Davis from Nick Petro from 27 yards out. Nice pitch and catch from Petro to Davis over the middle of the field. Petro almost looked like he faked the run and then stepped up and pop pass over the middle to Davis.
Right, running back right up the seam, like you said, Joe. Nick Petro looked like he faked the run, little step there. Oh, there's Chad Davis right down the seam, wide open. It was a beautiful pass.
So Cohen Mace now on for the extra point. He's perfect, 1 for 1 so far on the night. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is good. And with 2:07 to go here in the first quarter, Sandy Valley 14, Malvern 7. The Cush Financial Group timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hornets Stadium and Malvern High School. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines. 2:07 to go first quarter. Sandy Valley leads 14-7. They scored just a moment ago on a 27-yard touchdown pass from Petro to Chad Davis to take the lead. And now the Malvern Hornets will have the ball after the kickoff. We'll look at the scoreboard coming up after the kickoff, and we'll get you updated on scores going on in our area. A lot of scores on the scoreboard so far. We're 2:07 in the first quarter to go here at Hornet Stadium. It's 14-7 Sandy Valley as Cohen Mace has it teed up on his 40-yard line, runs up. It's going to be a low line drive, squib kick, fielded on a run, and he's going to be taking a shot. Malvern Hornet up man number 30. They don't have a number 30 on the roster for the Malvern Hornets, but hey, nonetheless, he returned it. And they will have it 1st and 10 now. Pretty good field position after that almost looked like an onside kick to a point, but he just drove it in the ground as a line drive, hoping maybe it would have hit a Malvern player and ricocheted.
Yeah, it's beautiful field position. Like you said, Joe, now Hutchison and Withrow get the ball rolling and see if we can see if they can get some yards going.
Trips receivers to the far side, one here on the near side. Hutchison to the left of Withrow in the shotgun. Takes a snap, turns and hands to Hutchison. Cuts here to the near side, lowers his shoulder into the middle of the offensive line, up past the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 5 for the Malvern Hornets.
Once again, Withrow and Hutchison, a little zone read. I mean, he's just reading that defensive end, and every time he's just giving it to Hutchison.
More scores on the AutoWorks Collision scoreboard. Tusky Valley up on Strasburg, 21-0. Steubenville leads Dover now 14-0. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 7-0. Garraway extends their lead to 14-0. Dylan Sunland with a 1-yard touchdown run. Northwest up on Fairless 14-7. Martins Ferry, Newcomerstown tied at 14. Going to fake the handoff. Is going to be tipped at the line of scrimmage as Withrow was trying to hit out on Rodney Smith on the far side, and the ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. And Carrollton up now 21-0 over Kenmore Garfield. And Harrison Central leads East Liverpool 6-0. So those are some of the scores on the AutoWorks Collision scoreboard. Our score here, 14-7. Sandy Valley leads over the Malvern Hornets on senior night for the Hornets. 3 receivers on the far side of the field, one here on the near side, shotgun with Hutchison to the right of Withrow. Withrow takes a snap, fires here to the near side, has his receiver, and that's going to be number 2. Josh Unch with the catch for the Hornets, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down inside Sandy Valley territory at the 44-yard line.
Found the first down, nice little out route there, and Sandy Valley was bringing pressure there, but Withrow beat the pressure, nice little out route there, and got a first down out of it.
Make that the 47-yard line, my apologies. First and 10 at the 47-yard line of Sandy Valley. 3 receivers split on the far side. 1 receiver here on the near side of the field. Shotgun formation. Withrow takes a snap, rolls to the far side. Looking, turns, fires over the middle of the field, and that's going to be picked off by number 30, Jack Murphy. He's up the far sideline and shoved out of bounds inside Sandy Valley territory. But Jack Murphy comes up with the interception on the tip pass, and Sandy Valley has it now in Malvern territory. First turnover of the game for the Hornets.
Yep, tip drill. Usually DBs are taught that ball's tipped in the air, you go after it, high point it, and that's what they did. Withrow, I don't know, didn't see the double coverage there, but it was picked off. Now Sandy Valley has a chance to score here before the first quarter's up.
37 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 14-7, Sandy Valley has the lead. They have a pistol formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side of the field. Davis in the backfield with Petro. Petro looks down at his wristband and now takes a snap. Looking here to the near side, has a receiver caught by number 2, Jason Morris, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line at about the 31-yard line. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
It looks like Malvern there was in a cover 3, so they're trying to get out to the flats as fast as they can, and it's just a battle with the wide receivers. Who's going to get to the flats as fast?
Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Novelis, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and TMK Valley Propane. Petro takes a snap, going to roll. Nope, he's going to he slips out of a tackle, and then he gets dropped by number 42, Dante Passio. But he got out of trouble in the backfield, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
And like I said, Malvern's bringing a lot of pressure, and it's helping them a lot with Nick Petro being uncomfortable. If Nick Petro sits in that pocket, he's going to eat you alive. So pressure is the big key for Malvern here.
That's going to be it for the first quarter. And after 1, Sandy Valley leads 14-7. Back to Hornet Stadium after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
T-County Boxing Academy on East High in New Philadelphia invites anyone serious about boxing to see what they offer and have success just like pro boxer and Yurixville's own Sugar Dre Donovan. T-County Boxing Academy not only offers the area's premier training facility, but also offers the best supplements on the market for peak training to get the most out of your workouts. To see all T-County Boxing Academy has to offer, find T-County Boxing Academy-TCBA on Facebook.
Petro takes the snap and hands it off to Davis off the left side of that offensive line, spins out of a tackle down close to the 20-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Charles Motts on the stop for the Hornets.
If you're going to bring down any running back there, you have to go low. You can't go high. You cannot tackle high. They teach that on the first day of preseason camp. Tackle low, aim for the belly button.
2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. They turn and hand to Davis again. Now he comes to the near side, cuts back inside. He's inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. It's going to bring up second down now for the Cardinals inside the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone.
You know what you do with the pressure, Joe? When defense brings pressure, you just run the ball right at them. That takes them out of the pressure. Doesn't play full into your quarterback. Say, hey, running back, you take the ball and go upfield. Run hard.
Screens will do that as well.
Yes.
You set up a screen, and they're coming with pressure, and all of a sudden there's nobody there. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side here. And it's going to be a pass out to number 11, Snyder. Lowers his shoulder. Does he get in? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown for the Sandy Valley Cardinals from 14 yards out. Petro to Troy Snyder on the touchdown now. 20-7, Sandy Valley leads Malvern.
I just said, I mean, you run the ball, but hey, passing works too. Score touchdowns.
10:55 to go here in the first half. Sandy Valley 20, Malvern 7. Now Cohen Mace on for the extra point. For the Cardinals. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is perfect again for Cohen Mace to make the score 21-7 over Sandy Valley and Malvern here. 21-7, Sandy Valley leads Malvern. Go down to the sidelines real quick and talk with Ryan McClellan. And Ryan, quick little drive there for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. They took advantage of a turnover and punched it in the end zone.
Yeah, Sandy Valley did a very good job there. They didn't even have to get fancy at all. They just ran through their plays there. When they throw those a lot of formations at you, it gets your team to, think about it a little bit. Do you want to, keep pressuring the offense? And when you keep pressuring the quarterback, he finds that second level where the guys are open, and then it's just one-on-one. And sometimes the skilled guys, they can win that matchup.
I will know, in practice, it is awful. If a team out formations, you have to practice every formation. That's why teams want to put formation on film, so the teams have to practice it. It's awful. But it's also good for the offense, though, too. You have all those formations.
So that trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Again, Sandy Valley leads 21-7 with 10:55 to go here in the first half. Sandy Valley going to be going left to right on your radio dial now. Malvern go right to left on your radio dial. They switched sides after the quarter. Back deep to return this kick, Dylan Phillips. And looks like number
28, Charles Motts.
28, Charles Motts back, and he's going to field it at about the 15, up the far sideline. Cuts here, lowers his shoulder and gets dropped short of the 30-yard line. That's where Malvern will take over. 1st and 10, trailing 21-7.
Big drive here from Malvern. If you don't want to get down here more, you got to start putting points on the board and sustaining drives here. So let's see if Coach Churko can get his offense rolling.
So we'll get to the Auto Works Collision scoreboard coming up here in just a moment as Malvern comes out after the timeout. They're going to have 3 receivers here split on the near side. One on the far side with a pistol formation. Going to be a shotgun now as Hutchinson moves up next to Withrow. Withrow takes a snap, hands off to Hutchinson off the right side, lowers his shoulder and gets dropped at about the 30-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play for Malvern. Look at the scores real quick. New Philadelphia, they trail Mansfield Senior 14-0. Ridgewood up on TCC 35-0. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley 7-6. Steubenville up on Dover 14-0. Tusky Valley leads Strasburg 21-6. Claymont Buckeye Trail tied at 7. Garraway up on East Canton 21-0. Martins Ferry Newcomers Town still tied at 14. 3 receivers here on the near side. They turn and fired over the middle of the field. Going to be tipped and almost picked off again by Jack Murphy, but it falls just in front of him. Actually, that was going to be number 20. The safety, Angelo Rossi, on the attempted interception, just couldn't come up with it.
Nope, and then Withrow and them faked that zone read. They've been riding that zone read all game, and then boom, they threw a little pop pass there down the seam. Faked out the defense pretty good there.
10:04 to go here in the first half. Sandy Valley up 21-7 over Malvern. Malvern has it 3rd down and 8 on their own 30-yard line.
Sandy Valley goes 2 high safety here.
Shotgun, 3 receivers here on the near side. Withrow rolls to the near side here, has his receiver. That's going to be Dylan Phillips. Spins out of a tackle and gets driven down close. They say he stays in bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down and very short for the Malvern Hornets. Nice play there by Dylan Phillips to try to get to the line to gain, just came up short.
Yep, he had a little out route there. Didn't get upfield far enough, but that was a gain tackle there on defense by the Cardinals too.
So they are at 4th down, and looks like they're gonna bring it out to measure. We'll see what this is gonna be. I thought it was well short, maybe 4th and almost 1.5, maybe 2 yards. We'll see what the spot is on the field. Ryan McClellan down there right next to the spot. What do you think, Ryan? Your young eyes down there can see. Do they get the first down? Or are they gonna be short?
I think they might be just a little short. My young eyes might be young, but it's still a far way over there. So we'll see what comes up here.
I think Ryan's the youngest of all of us besides Dalton here tonight. Dalton's what, 19? Like, I'm really old. So we'll see here. Can't see by the players. They're going to be a good yard short, just like we thought up here. So that's going to bring up 4th down and a long one for the Malvern Hornets as the chain gang walks across. And
big question for Coach Turco here. Are you going to go for it? You don't get it, you give him good field position.
That's a good question, because if it's 4th and 1, you don't get it, you're going to give Sandy Valley great field position in your territory, already up 21-7. Play a little field position, I think, here if I was Coach Churko, but I'm up here in the booth, and that's why I'm not coaching. But, I think I would probably punt the football away.
I don't know. It looks like you might be going for it, Joe. Big package going in I formation.
Looks like the big boys are in there. They're going to try to get a yard. This may be a quarterback sneak with the guys coming up from behind and shoving Withrow ahead, but we'll see what the play call is. You're going to have Dylan Phillips split here to the near side. I formation with Withrow under center. Withrow way down there in a crouch position. I thought he jumped there. The quarterback, it's going to be a quick handoff to Julius Gore, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. I thought Dylan Phillips flinched out here as a wide receiver. I think you saw it too, because you pointed when he did it, and they did not call that, but it could have been called a false start.
It could have been. Maybe he was just rearranging himself in his stance or whatever, but it looks like he finished, and then he had a nice little fullback dive there. I mean, that's a beautiful play there when you line up and power the ball.
They're going to stay in the same formation this time. Phillips flips sides, goes to the far side. Rodney Smith here on the near side. I formation now. Withrow under center. Looks like he's sitting on the ground. Turns and hands this time to Hutchison. Lowers his shoulder. He gets past the line of scrimmage for about a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd down now for the Malvern Hornets. With 9 minutes to go, first half, trailing 21-7.
I love that formation. Power I, just run the ball right up the middle. Big versus big. Let's see who has the better line. That's what I ran in high school. Power I. Beautiful formation.
Did you play guard, tackle?
Center.
Center. Oh, how do you do that? I don't understand how guys can play center, hike the ball, and then block somebody.
It's very hard.
I'd be lucky to hike the ball.
It's very hard. You got to hike the ball and step at the same time.
Oh,
it takes a lot of practice.
I'd have fallen on my face. 2nd down and 7. I formation. They turn and hand to Hutchison. Cuts back over the right side of that offensive line. He picks up another 3 or 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down now for the Malvern Hornets. They're staying in this power formation. The I formation with 2 receivers.
Hutchison didn't like that hole there, so he bounced it back over to the right and got a couple yards.
Great vision by Hutchison. The tailback, he's 5'10", 160 pounds, and only a junior. So they're going to call it 3rd down and 4, just inside Sandy Valley territory at the 49-yard line. 7:53 to go here in the first half. Sandy Valley leads 21-7. I formation. Turns and hands to Hutchison. Nope, it's going to be a rollout pass. Withrow has a receiver. Oh! In and out of the hands. Great job by number 11, Troy Snyder, on the coverage for Sandy Valley, or that would have been a first down and maybe more.
And a lot more. If he wouldn't have dove there and tipped that ball, he was gone.
Intended for Rodney Smith of the Malvern Hornets, and man, Troy Snyder did a nice job getting his hand across the defender or the receiver to knock that ball away, or that could have been a huge pickup for Malvern. And Malvern's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them, a Cush Financial Group timeout. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Here we go. Welcome back to Hornet Stadium. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines for Big Z Sports here tonight. 7:41 to go in the first half. Sandy Valley leads 21-7. Got an interesting message sent to us in the break there. Some guy by the name of Cameron Anderson texted you and said he was a better center than you were.
Yeah, he says he's a better center, but hey, we have a brother who is an Ohioan, so we can't live up to that. That kid was an animal in high school.
So the Andersons having a verbal assault here on text message during a break. Claiming they're better. But Withrow takes a snap, going to roll out here to the near side. The pressure up the middle, avoids it, finds his receiver. Oh, man, did he take a shot. Did Hutchison by number 6, Chad Davis, separated Hutchison from the football. And Hutchison kind of slow to get up and Ginger to walk over to the sidelines. Man, that was a big shot.
Hutchison holds on to that. That's a first down for Malvern. The drive keeps going, but that was a huge shot by Chad Davis.
I don't think anybody hangs on to that football as hard as he was hit. Chad Davis, a linebacker and running back for the Cardinals. He's 5'10", 175 pounds, and he hit him like he was 5'10", 220 pounds on that tackle or pass breakup for Davis. Turn and hand to Davis, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. Ryan Runyon on the stop for the Malvern Hornets to bring up 2nd down and 12 now for Sandy Valley.
Sandy Valley running a little zone action there. Just a little pick a hole, find it, and go straight up the field, but nothing was there. Malvern clogged all the holes, so he had to bounce outside, and there's an outside linebacker there waiting for him to make the tackle.
7:05 to go here in the first half. 21-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Pistol formation. They turn and hand to Davis again off the left side. Breaks out of a tackle up into up into Malvern territory, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
Sandy Valley got the defense sucked in, suck him in. Boom, runs it, pops it right outside for a big gain.
Look at the Auto Works Collision scoreboard real quick. Our score 21-7, Sandy Valley over Malvern. Mansfield Senior leads New Philadelphia 14-6. Ridgewood shutting out TCC 35-0. West Holmes up on Madison Comprehensive 14-7. Bridgeport leads Conotton Valley 13-12. Steubenville up on Dover 14-0. Tusky Valley up on Strasburg 28-6. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 13-7. Garraway all over East Canton 27-0. The snap, and now Petro's going to keep it. Lowers his shoulder, drags a couple defenders down past the 35 to about the 34-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd down for Sandy Valley. Indian Valley, St. Clairsville just underway, down in St. Clairsville. Northwest up on Fairless 21-14. Newcomerstown leads Martins Ferry 17-14. Carrollton up on Kenmore Garfield 21-0. And Harrison Central leads East Liverpool 19-0 in the second quarter. Those are your scores on the Auto Works Collision scoreboard update. 2 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Pistol formation. They turn and hand to Davis. Right up the middle, breaks out of a tackle, picks up the first down and more for the Sandy Valley Cardinals down to about the 25-yard line. That's going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Cardinals.
Once again, nice little zone action there. Pick a hole, find it, go through it. Chad Davis run the ball really, really hard here this drive.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have Ryan McClellan check in with the coach leading here at the half. We'll see who he can catch up with. If the score stays the same, it'll be head coach Brian Gamble for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. They turn and hand to Davis again out of the pistol. And he is going to be dropped just past the line of scrimmage, maybe a 2-yard gain. Charles Motts on the stop with Dante Passio in there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 now for Sandy Valley inside Malvern territory at about the 24-yard line.
You're noticing here Malvern gets 1 defender on the tackle, and then here comes the rest of the team. That's what we call game tackling. That's what you love to see. Everybody getting in on the play.
2 receivers on each side of the field, pistol formation. Davis behind Petro. Now Petro stands up. The receivers look over the sideline. They get what they want, and now reset. Petro takes a snap, turns, and hands to Davis. Cuts into the middle of that offensive line. He's going to be stood up after a gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down now for Sandy Valley with 4:51 to go here in the first half.
Sandy Valley running a nice little counter there, and then Malvern's defense just shoveling back in, and then here comes linebackers downhill hard to make the tackle.
Coming up, our first National Bank of Denison halftime report with the guys back in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studios. Chris Kale, Adam Saweski, Nick McWilliams holding down the fort tonight for us at Big Z Sports. Doing a great job as always, fellas. We anticipate listening to your halftime report. But 4:23 to go here in the first half. Petro takes the snap, going to roll here to the near side. Almost intercepted just behind number 42, Dante Passio. Almost had an interception, but that's going to bring up fourth down now for Sandy Valley. And I'm sure they'll go for it from here, probably a little bit out of range for Cohen Mace.
I don't know. Cohen Mace, I think, is a soccer player, so I think he can probably hit it. But this is a tough situation. You go for it. Yeah, you're on your own. You're on Malvern's territory, but I don't know.
Be a 39-yard attempt.
That might be a little out of his range.
It's a nice kick for a high school kid if he can get it, and they are going to go for it. 4th and 7 at the Malvern 22-yard line. It's going to be a little screen pass out here to Lucas Gillen. Catches it, and he gets dropped at about the 20-yard line, maybe the 19-yard line, and that's going to be well short of the first down. And Malvern hands the Sandy Valley Cardinals a turnover on downs as now Malvern takes over, trailing 21-7 with 4:10 to go here in the first half.
And Malvern wants to get back in this ball game here. They get the ball coming back out at halftime, so if they get the ball here, if you want to get back in, you got to score. It's called what we call like to call double dipping. Score before the half, get the ball coming out, score again, you're back in this ball game here. So big drive for the Malvern Hornets here.
Head down to the sidelines real quick and talk with Ryan McClellan. Ryan, nice job by the Malvern defense to force the turnover on downs.
Yeah, they needed that. They need to get this momentum change a little bit, get the ball, try to get in the red zone, score here before half because, like Robbie said, they get the ball here coming out.
Withrow in the shotgun, then turns and hands to Hutchison here on the near side. Nope, actually that's going to be Charles. That's going to be Julius Gore on the carry. It's going to bring up second down and about 8, maybe 7. Gain of 2 or 3 on the play for the Malvern Hornets. Going to run some clock here, I think, Robbie, as they're going to try to, like you mentioned, try to score here right before half and then double dip and try to get it back after halftime.
Yeah, that hole was there, but it closed really, really quick there.
So pistol formation, 3 receivers on the far side. Now shotgun receiver here on the near side. They're going to fake it. Withrow takes the snap, rolling, looking, has a receiver over the middle field. That's going to be Rodney Smith. Then he spins down to the field and takes a shot from Chapin Greer, but that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down.
He wanted to go. Withrow wanted to go to his wide receiver that was standing out there. They ran a little zone read action, wanted to run pass option. Sorry. So he wanted the wide receiver out there in the flats, but hey, he wasn't there, so he found the crossing receiver there in the middle of the zone.
Great job by Rodney Smith to sit down in the zone and catch that and make something out of nothing. A missed tackle. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Now Gore in the backfield with Withrow. Withrow takes a snap, a low snap, looking, going to be dropped in the backfield for a sack. And that's going to be a big 6-yard loss for the Malvern Hornets. Going to bring up second down and about 16, 2:41 to go first half.
A nice little pocket there, but the pocket collapsed really quick there by Weston Little, Engineering, Trent Russell are getting pressure. Oh, and Chapin Greer as well. They're getting pressure on the quarterback here.
2:30 to go first half. Sandy Valley leads 21-7. Looks like Malvern gets what they want from the sidelines, breaks the huddle, comes out. Not too big of a hurry here. They have a timeout left. Sandy Valley has 3 timeouts remaining. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Now Gore in the backfield with Withrow. Withrow runs here to the near side. Has his receiver. That's going to be Rodney Smith, and he is going to be dropped at about the 40-yard line, back past the original line of scrimmage. Those going to be third down and about 8 for the Malvern Hornets.
Sandy Valley was showing man there, and they backed out of it, letting everything stay in front of them. They're trying to prevent big plays, so they're playing back off the wide receivers, and they making once the wide receiver makes a catch, they come up and tackle them real quick. Keep everything in front of you.
1:40 to go here in the first half. Third down and 8 at their own 40-yard line for the Malvern Hornets. 2 receivers on the far side, 2 here on the near side. Gore in the backfield with Jared Withrow now in the shotgun. Withrow takes a snap, rolling to the far sideline. Looking, Looking now, he's just going to take off running and takes a big old hit up high near the head, and that's going to be a penalty. A late flag, probably helmet to helmet, don't you think, Robbie?
Yes, if that's not helmet to helmet, I don't know what is, but do they call that in high school football? Do they call that, or do they just call it a sportsmanlike penalty?
We'll see what they call here. Brian Gamble, the head coach for Sandy Valley, out on the field talking to the sideline judge as personal foul.
What they do.
On the white, 15 yards.
Exactly what you said. Helmet to helmet hit, dead ball, personal foul. So after the play was over, they called it. So that's going to be an automatic first down and 15 yards now. 108 now on the game clock, according to the white hat. Now Malvern's inside Sandy Valley territory at the 43-yard line.
Can't have penalties like that, give them big chunk yards.
Puts them in a better situation now, a little closer to the end zone with just under a minute to go here in the first half. Malvern trails 21-7. Three receivers here on the near side, one on the far side, shotgun with Gore in the backfield. With the road, takes the snap, going to fake it. Has his receiver, that's Rodney Smith out here on the near sideline, has it, in and out of his hands, he drops it at the 5-yard line, and that would have been a touchdown if he hangs on to it. But Rodney Smith let it go right through the wickets, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Withrow threw that ball only where he could catch that, wide receiver could catch that ball. That was a beautiful ball by Withrow, just in and out of the hands.
Down to Ryan McClellan on the sideline. Ryan, you were standing right there, and the ball about hit you on the sidelines as Smith dropped it, man, right through the breadbasket.
Yeah, he threw a beautiful ball there. He just a couple more seconds there, focusing on that ball, he might have had a great touchdown catch there.
Because he catches that, he walks into the end zone, does Rodney Smith. But needless to say, he drops it. 2nd down and 10 now at the Sandy Valley 43-yard line with 38 seconds to go here in the first half. Three receivers here on the near side. Shotgun with a row, rolls here to the near side. Has his receiver, that's Phillips, going to be incomplete. Just out of the reach of Dylan Phillips. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now with 33 seconds to go here in the first half.
Looks like all Malvern was running little flat routes here. I do have one timeout left. Maybe Coach Sherko can draw something up here on this big 3rd down.
Coming up here on our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. The guys back in the studio will have all the updates from all of our games here in our area. They'll talk to some stringers, and we'll have you updated as much as possible here in our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. That's coming up, but we still have 33 seconds here at our game. 21-7, Sandy Valley leads Malvern. Malvern 3rd and 10 at Sandy Valley's 43. With row, takes a snap, going to fake it, rolls here to the near side, now steps up in the pocket, fires it to the near sideline, and that's going to be in and out and just over the head of number 11, Rodney Smith, and that's going to bring up 4th down on the 43.
Just had a little bit over his head there. I mean, it's the ball where he can only, as the offensive wide receiver can catch it, but hey, big 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt here, Joe.
So Malvern looks like they are going to punt the football away. Rodney Smith, the punter for Malvern, back into his own territory at about the 45-yard line. 2 returners back, Troy Snyder and Lucas Gillen for Sandy Valley. So punt formation, 26 seconds to go. Sandy Valley going to get the football back here just before halftime. The snap is back. Going to be a high end over end kick. Fair catch called for, but it is going to drop and hit about the 5-yard line and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And that's where Sandy Valley will start over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 19 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up, Ryan McClellan will try to catch up with Sandy Valley head coach Brian Gamble as we go to halftime here. In just about 19 ticks of the clock, it looks like Sandy Valley is going to come out and just kneel on it and go to the break with a 21-7 lead. They're in what we call a victory formation, even though it's not victory yet. They're just going to kneel it down. It's exactly what Petro does, and that's going to do it for the first half here at Hornet Stadium. as Sandy Valley takes the lead into the locker room at 21-7. And we'll head down to the sidelines in just a moment here as Ryan McClellan will try to catch up with head coach Brian Gamble. We'll get down there in just a minute, but a great first half of football. Hopefully the teams can make some adjustments and get back after it here in the second half as Ryan McClellan running across the field here to try to catch up with Coach Gamble. We'll see, and he does have him right now. Ryan, go ahead.
Coach Gamble, you knew coming in tonight was going to be a battle. You know Malvern came in tonight, 4-0, and that didn't crush your mind at all. Your team is up here at 21-7.5. What is your message here going to be to them to keep their focus and keep this momentum coming back out in the second half?
Yeah, we just got to keep our foot on the gas. I mean, that's it. We're all gas, no brakes, man. And that's our mentality coming out. So, like I said, it's a 0-0 game. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. It always is for this rival. And, again, we embraced the battle.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Joe.
That's Ryan McClellan on the sidelines with Brian Gamble, the head coach of the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Again, we are at halftime where Sandy Valley leads Malvern 21-7. We're going to take a timeout, and we're going to start our First National Bank of Denison halftime report with the guys back in the studio. After this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Big Brothers Big Sisters needs your help. Hi, this is Monique Duke, and we are committed to matching 82 children that have been waiting to meet their big. Do you have 4 hours a month that you could share with a little doing something you both enjoy? We match bigs and littles with similar interests, so this could be fishing, going to a ball game, going to church, or even shopping. If you would be interested in changing a child's life, please contact us at 330-339-6916 or visit us at bigsforkids.com/volunteer.
99.9.
WTUZ, Yorksville, New Philadelphia.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Do you have home remodel projects to finish up before Thanksgiving? Stop in at Kime during our remodeling sale September 18th through 23rd to get the supplies you need before the holiday season approaches. Save 12% on all kitchen cabinets, vanities and vanity tops, faucets, sinks, lighting, flooring, and tile. Our team of experts are ready to help you care for your project like they'd care for their own. Visit Kime, the home, building, and woodworking destination, September 18th through 23rd to save big on your remodeling project.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Jeanette Hutton, South Broadway, and Schönbrunn in New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Need a car? Need credit? If you earn at least $500 a week, Ken Ganley Kia Alliance wants to say yes. You're approved. You heard right. If you earn at least $500 a week, this is your opportunity to buy a new 2023 Kia, including Kia Forte, Soul, Sportage, Sorento, and the 3-row Telluride, all with $0 down on approved credit. It gets even better. Save thousands in finance charges on select models with 0.9% financing for 4 full years. $0 down. So get to Ken Ganley Kia, your hometown dealer, and get the Kia and the credit you deserve. We're conveniently located at 2010 West State Street in Alliance, or visit us online at KenGanleyKiaAlliance.com. Tell them Mackenzie sent ya, because I want to see ya in a Ken Ganley Kia.
APR offer on 23 Nero EV, 2122 per thousand financed. All offers plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee on approved credit through KMF. Expires 10/31/23.
It's halftime, brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, a proud supporter of their communities for over 87 years, with offices located in Denison, Dover, Genadenhutton, South Broadway, and Schönbrunn in New Philadelphia. They have roots where others have their branches.
Welcome into the First National Bank of Denison halftime show here on the Big Z Sports Show. Halftime of the Malvern Hornets and Sandy Valley Cardinals, with the Cardinals having the 21-7 lead.
It's an Ensley Agency Live look-in.
Let's go to the Brick House and visit with Travis McClellan. And Travis, a little rough sledding for the Tornadoes against the Big Red right now.
Yeah, Chris, it's 20-0 here at the half. Big Red takes the lead. Dover does get the ball coming out. Dover had a chance to score there before the half, and the senior Sean Baumberger just couldn't quite come up with the football in the back of the end zone.
Travis, what seems to be working best for Steubenville to be able to get the 3 scores on the board?
Well, typical Steubenville, Adam, they're very, very good up front. They're big, they're strong, they're athletic, and they're physical on both sides of the football. They're constantly attacking the line of scrimmage, and they're winning the football game up front right now.
Travis, have you seen any adjustments to this point from the Tornadoes through 2 quarters there after having some real tough sledding on offense?
Yeah, they've run some personnel in and out. They've changed some things, trying to stretch the field horizontally, Nick. They haven't stretched it vertically a whole lot. When they have, it's not really worked, but they started to spread it out into the 5 wide a little bit, trying to stretch them. They're going to try to screen and draw on the looks right there on the last series a little bit, trying to slow down that pass rush a little bit.
So obviously, Travis, here in the second half, they're going to have to air it out because you're down 3 scores, right?
Yeah, Steubenville's just going to pound it. They're going to line up at I-backs. They're going to run the Steubenville stretch. They're going to run ISO, counter gap. So you have to score with them. Talking to Coach before the game, he said, we're going to have to weather the storm early. Well, unfortunately, they're behind 21-0, but there's still a half the football to play.
All right, Travis, thank you very much. Great job out there. We hope to talk to you in a little bit.
All right, thanks, fellas.
That is Travis McClellan. And, Tornadoes struggling a little bit, down 21-0 right now. And, guys, you have a final AutoWorks Collision Center scoreboard.
You got it?
I do, I guess.
It's hard to throw it to 2 people.
You guys. Yes, do have the scoreboard update as the game you're hearing here and on YouTube. Of course, Sandy Valley leads Malvern 21-7. Mansfield Senior up on New Philadelphia 21-6. Ridgewood easily handling TCC thus far 42-3 last time we heard. West Holmes and Madison Comprehensive, kind of a surprising one, 27-14. The Knights having to fend off the Rams, not necessarily the score that we thought it would be in the first half. Conotton Valley up on Bridgeport 20-13. Guys, I get to update you on one of my favorite plays in football. That's the offensive lineman touchdown. As Noah Smith is carrying the ball to the end zone, fumbles, it rolls into the end zone, and Magnus Andrews jumps on it to get the score.
Wow.
So Rockets lead by 7. Steubenville, as you just heard, up on Dover 20-0. Tusky Valley all over Strasburg 28-6. Claymont and Buckeye Trail, that's a heck of a game, tied up at 13 apiece. Garraway and East Canton 34-0. That's where the Pirates lead. Last we heard, St. Clairsville leads Indian Valley 6-0 in a defensive battle into the second. Northwest is doubling up Fairless 28-14 at the half. Martins Ferry regained the lead just before halftime over Newcomerstown. That's a good one, 21-17. Carrollton leads Kenmore Garfield 21-0, and Harrison Central leads East Liverpool 25-0.
It's an Ensley Agency Live look-in.
Daniel Adams has a good one right now. Martins Ferry in Newcomerstown. Daniel, the Purple Riders have the lead, a 4-point lead at the half. You guys just went to halftime. Talk to us about the first half.
Very good first half. I mean, right from the get-go, Newcomerstown gets the ball, first offensive play. Dominic Sinner breaks out, 63-yard touchdown, put up 7-0. Then here's the kicker. Martins Ferry takes the kickoff, I think, like 50-some yards to get within Newcomerstown's half, and then they're able to score really quickly. So, I mean, it's just been back and forth. And, I mean, good on both sides of the ball for the Trojans.
Daniel, yeah, the way this game started off, I thought it was going to be a race to 100, first one to 100 wins. But now it looks like the defenses must be making those adjustments because the scoring kind of calmed down there in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's for both teams. I mean, Martins Ferry made their adjustments, and they were able to punch Newcomerstown in the mouth, basically. Again, they weren't expecting that at all, getting up so early in the game with 16 seconds. And for right now, I mean, both teams have to work. They're really just – the offenses are just both chipping away to be able to get, to the goal line. And for both teams, I mean, they've been pretty consistent when they get to the goal line.
Daniel, one of the biggest things for Newcomerstown last week was they couldn't keep their quarterback and Clayton Fish clean back there in the pocket. I know they don't pass a lot, but has there been less pressure coming after their quarterback?
For the couple times that, Newcomerstown's passed today, I think maybe 1 or 2 sacks, but of course they're not ones to pass, but he's been able to get off some good balls, just nothing really to capitalize for the receivers.
Daniel, what do you think Newcomerstown needs to do halftime adjustments to pull this tough win out in hostile territory?
The big thing is if Martins Ferry gets close to their goal line, I mean, they just have to be stout. They have to stop the ball. I think Martins Ferry, Tevin Williams has all 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, they've been pretty consistent. So, I mean, if Martins Ferry does get close, they got to stay stout and be able to stop the ball because if they're in there, they're most likely going to score. And for Newcomerstown's offense, they just have to make some big plays. I mean, Carter McConnell, he's just been a workhorse today, just chipping away. I mean, they're giving the ball a whole lot, 5 yards here, 3 yards there, and that's how they're getting down to be able to score. So they got to make some bigger, more yardage plays than what it was the first play of the game.
He's a bowling ball dude, isn't he?
I need to get his stats because, I mean, defense, he's hitting hard, and, I mean, he's chipping away some yards.
Well,
I mean, he's probably up there.
Well, yeah, I want you to get his stats, too, so we can give him a hat or something at the end of the night if he has a big game and they pull out this W, all right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Thank you, buddy. Great job down there. Keep up the good work. We'll see you in the second half.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Daniel Adams doing work down in Newcomerstown.
Carter McConnell, one of our Hats Off Award winners already this season. I went and got to drop off his hat for him. And I'm not like a small person and not for like high school football standards either. I wouldn't be small. Carter's a big boy for being a running back, although I guess he's listed as a fullback.
You should see him eat pizza. I was with him down at Old Town Tavern. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's rock solid.
Score update. Bridgeport has pulled within 1 now of Conotton Valley just before the half. It's now 20-19. Rockets deadlocked in a slugfest.
Yeah, another score update. At the half, Carrollton leads Kenmore Garfield 35-0, and Tusky Valley scored once again. They now lead Strasburg 41-6. Cole Clements connected with Virgil Myers for a 22-yard touchdown pass.
You think the Trojans are a little bit peeved about the 1-possession loss last week?
I told you. What did I tell you? They're gonna at least, at minimum, win 2 of their last 5. They're going to upset somebody.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Back on the Big Z Sports Show, the First National Bank of Denison halftime show right after this.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, in the business of making smiles, at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled, certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online, qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
When you go to Benson's Marketing Catering, you have to try their lasagna. They layer lasagna noodles with rich marinara sauce, mozzarella, provolone, and Parmesan cheeses, ground beef with Italian seasonings, then bake it. All you have to do is pop it in the microwave and yum. Come try their other great items like meatloaf, cheesy potatoes, quiche, Swiss steak, and more. Benson's Marketing Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover. Check them out on Facebook.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Now back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Studio with Big Z Sports.
Chris Gale, Adam Saweski, Nick McWilliams here with you in the First National Bank of Denison halftime show, and we have this to kick things off.
It's an Ensley Agency Live look-in.
Shannon Thomas down there in St. Clairsville. Game started a little bit late, just so everybody knows. St. Clairsville games always start at 7:30. Tell us what's going on down there, Shannon.
Well, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, there's so much yellow on the field here, you think I was in Pittsburgh tonight. With about 8 minutes to go in the second quarter, there's probably already been 12 flags thrown on the ground. St. Clairsville is out of timeouts. Sydney Valley still has 2 timeouts. Canyon McComb come up with a big interception. The Braves was able to turn it into a touchdown, and the Braves are now on the 1-yard line again after forcing St. Clairsville to punt. There's the handoff to Tyson Pryor, and he gets into the end zone. So that's Tyson Pryor's second touchdown of the day.
Well, there's a little live play-by-play from all night long.
Yeah, that was like nonchalant. We hit it just in time, got the touchdown. That was good.
Yeah, how far was that, Shannon?
It was only about 2 yards. That was kind of set up by right after the punt. Colton Thomas took a run for about 40 yards to get him down to about the 30-yard line. Then Grady Kent took a screen pass and got him inside the 10. And then they just did a little goal line package there and popped it in the end zone on 2 plays.
Yeah, Shannon, you know how this works in here. You got to tell the yardage about 3 or 4 times so Chris hears it.
Yeah, that one was kind of short. He didn't have to take a school bus to get there.
You said a 2-yard run, and Chris is going 12, 27, 35, 2. Okay.
Well,
you know what I say?
The guys on the police department tell me the guys in the fire department aren't real good with math.
Well, right. We're not good with math, and they look up to us because everybody needs a hero, so it's okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right, brother.
Hey guys, this is a great football game. Smash Mouth. This is the kind of football Travis McClellan will be proud to be at.
Well, and I know you're proud to be there too, brother. I know we're going to be able to talk to you after our game's over because yours is still going to be going on. So we're going to head back out to Malvern. You be careful down there, and we look forward to your coverage in the second half, brother.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that is Shannon Thomas covering that late game, and we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, it is back to Malvern and Sandy Valley after this.
You've been listening to the First National Bank of Denison Halftime Report. First National Bank of Denison, a proud supporter of their communities for over 87 years, with offices located in Denison, Dover, Janadenhutton, South Broadway, and Schönbrunn in New Philadelphia. They have roots where others have their branches.
Here at Hornet Stadium, Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines. We're going to head down to Ryan McClellan as he checks in with Malvern head coach Matt Churko. Ryan?
Churko, here, your outcome isn't what you were hoping for here in the first half. What was your message to your team to get the momentum back in your favor?
We just got to stop the big play. I mean, the big play's kind of killed us here in the first half. Obviously, a turnover doesn't help. We get the ball here, start the third quarter. We just kind of want to go down and put a nice drive together, score, and it's a brand new ball game.
Good luck here, Coach, and thank you. Go back to you, Joe.
That's Ryan McClellan on the sidelines with head coach Matt Churko of the Malvern Hornets. We're going to take another timeout, come back, and we'll get the second half started after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athletes have the best gear for the sports they love. Dumont has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing and embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and all your apparel, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Welcome back to Hornet Stadium. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, and Ryan McClellan on the sidelines. Dalton Patterson handling social media for Big Z Sports tonight. And Robbie, what a fun, entertaining first half. Couple turnovers. Sandy Valley took advantage of those turnovers and put more points on the board, leading 21-7. I will be interested to see the adjustments made by Coach Churko and Coach Gamble here to start the second half.
Yeah, if I was Coach Churko, I would go in the halftime and be like, hey, guys, listen, we're down 21-7 in a big rival game. What's working for them, I think, is the out routes, finding the holes in the zone. I mean, Sandy Valley's been running a cover 4, cover 3. They've been switching it up, bringing pressure. But, hey, Malvern's defense also, I mean, they've been bringing a lot of pressure, making Nick Petrie uncomfortable. So, I mean, there's been some adjustments probably going to be made at halftime. And, I mean, it's been a very clean game. I think there's only been 2 or 3 penalties, and that's what you love to see here in Week 5 of a high school football game.
Oh, I agree, man. And big thanks to Claxon Communications tonight and their crew of Gage Wright, Judd Bone, and Abby Wright. Gage and Abby are siblings. And I wonder, I think you're older, right? Are you older? Yeah, no, she's older. Okay. The sister, Abby, is older than Gage, so they are here with the Big Z Sports crew and, of course, Claxon Communications tonight from helping us out with our sights and sounds on our YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our social media pages, guys. Facebook, WTUZ Big Z Sports. On Twitter, also known as X, or formerly known as Twitter, I guess you want to say. It's kind of confusing. But anyway, at @big_Z Sports. You can find us on Instagram and, of course, our YouTube channel, where you can see all of our live play-by-play of our live streams each and every week that we do one. Next week, we will be unable to live stream as we will be at Canfield for Dover and Canfield. That'll be a radio-only game next Friday night. But then we'll be back at it week number 7 down in Janaden for the Indian Valley Braves and Garraway Pirates for the battle for the IVC South. That will be live streamed on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that, and guess what? It's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's free. You subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and you will see a notification when we do go live at any of our events, whether it be a coach's show or a football game or a basketball game or softball, baseball, basketball, anything like that Big C Sports does. It will be live on our stream on YouTube. So we're coming up at the end of halftime here. Malvern's going to get the football to start the second half, trailing 21-7 to the Sandy Valley Cardinals. And Robbie, be nice to see Malvern take the ball down here, get some points on the board, and get right back in this game.
Yeah, it's a big opening drive here coming out of the half. I mean, Coach Churko's got it. He probably told his team at halftime, hey, fellas, if we don't score on this first drive here, we got to do something. So hopefully they find some plays that work and go a little bit out routes, keep running that zone read. It's been working all night for them.
Back deep to return the opening half Opening second half kickoff brought to you by Cartoons, your automotive accessory headquarters in New Philadelphia. It's going to be Dylan Phillips and Drake Hutchison for the Malvern Hornets. So if the camera's wobbly this half, it's Abby's fault. I'm going to blame her, not Judd. Right? Judd's not on the camera.
This, right?
It's going to be Abby's fault if it's shaky, right, Abby? Yeah. Abby up here in the box with us, and she's on the camera here in the second half, so it's going to be fun to see how well she does. I'm going to watch through the camera here, see she's pretty steady. I may hit it and bump her. So the ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. Sandy Valley going left to right, Malvern right to left. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick fielded at about the 12-yard line. Cut here to the near side. That's going to be number 28, Charles Motts, at the 25 to 30.
Got a lane.
Drops his shoulder up past the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Charles Motts on the return. Great field position for the Malvern Hornets.
Yeah, he had a nice lane there, found the lane, and then boom, hit it hard.
Good job, girls.
11:52 to go in the third quarter. 21-7. Malvern trails Sandy Valley. They have it 1st and 10 now as Drake Hutchison comes over to the sideline, not in the backfield here to start the second half. That's going to be Julius Gore in the backfield with Jared Witherow. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Shotgun formation. Gore to the right of Witherow. Witherow takes a snap, going to hand off to Gore. Comes here to the near side, stiff arms, lowers his shoulder, gets shoved out of bounds. Just past the 40-yard line, up close to the 43-yard line. And that's going to bring up a second down and about 4 for the Malvern Hornets.
That was nice, that was very nice seal block there by the left tackle. He sealed that defensive end. Running back came right outside there and it gained him some yards. That was beautiful.
Second down and 4 at the 43-yard line. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Gore in the backfield with a row. The hand is to Gore. Lowers his shoulder, drags a couple defenders. And that's going to be very close to a first down. It is going to be a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Malvern Hornets.
Kept them legs churning. Kept them churning in the offensive line, helped him get that first down. Big first down here for Malvern. That's got to feel good for Coach Sherko and his team.
So they get the chains moving here on the drive to start the second half, trailing 21-7, 11:30 to go here in the third quarter. Malvern on the move. 3 receivers split on the far side of the field. 1 here on the near side, the press box side. Gore now to the left of Jared Witherow. Witherow takes a snap, going to keep it this time himself. And he is going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play. That's going to quarterback run. Going to count as a 2-yard loss on the run by Witherow.
Looked like they tried to do a little counter me there, but the defensive end sat at home, shoveled it back in, and made a tackle on the quarterback there. So if Malvern wants to keep running that play, they got to kick out that defensive end a lot harder.
Second down and 12 from their own 45-yard line. Trips receivers on the far side of the field. Single receiver here on the near side. Going to fake it. Witherow throws here to the near side. Has Rodney Smith. Is shoved out of bounds inside Sandy Valley territory at about the 49-yard line. Going to bring up third down and manageable now for the Hornets.
That was a very, very nice run by Rodney Smith. Faked like he was going to go straight down the line. Then stopped, popped out, went back to the sideline and hit him. And Witherow hit him. That was beautiful route running there.
10:31 to go here in the third quarter. 21-7, Sandy Valley leads the Malvern Hornets. We'll get to our next scoreboard coming up here in just a little bit. Going to be a Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. After this play, 3rd down and 7. They're calling him at midfield at the 50-yard line. Witherow takes a snap, pump fakes, throws down here to the near side, and has Rodney Smith. And nice job by the Sandy Valley defender, high-pointed the football. That was number 2, Jason Morris, on the interception. Great job by the 5'9" corner, Jason Morris, to high-point the football and take it away from Rodney Smith.
Yeah, Jason Morris knew what route was coming, so he backpedaled, and he basically ran the route for him. And Jason Morris, what can we say? I think he's a high jumper in track, too, so he has hops. So the kid can jump.
Morris got up there on the interception. Another turnover for the Malvern Hornets. As the Sandy Valley Cardinals out quick now here to start their first drive of the second half. 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Pistol formation with Petro and Davis.
Looks like Malvern's in a 4-2 box there.
So 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 wide, 5 defensive backs with a safety with Withrow as a safety. Petro takes a snap, going to be knocked down by number 24, Ryan Runyon, and that's going to be almost an interception. Runyon read that little middle screen and almost picked that off.
Yeah, he got his hands up there, and that's what they're taught to do when he comes through the line of scrimmage. You just get the hands up, distract the quarterback. So the view ends in perfect.
2nd down and 10 at their own 27-yard line. The snap, the hand is to Davis off the left side of that offensive line, breaking out of a couple tackles, keeps those legs pumping, and he's all the way up to the 35, almost to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down. Looks like a rugby scrum there on the field.
That's what you call, you keep them legs going and get some help from your offensive line and the whole team basically, except for Nick. But hey, that was a great run by Chad Davis.
First down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. 2 receivers here on the near side, make it 3 now. Receiver on the far side. Petro turns and hands to Davis. Comes here to the near side, breaks out of a tackle, lowers his shoulder, keeps going into Malvern territory, all the way past the 40 and down to about the 38-yard line for Chad Davis. Another First Federal Community Bank first down.
Coach Grample's probably saying, ride that workhorse. He just wants to chuck those legs, chuck those legs. Keep riding him.
Chad Davis, the tailback. 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. They're going to turn and hand to Davis again. Takes his time. He's dropped at about the 35-yard line. And he's slow to get up, but he does get up, probably out of breath after those 2 big runs he just had. Yeah. See if he checks out of the ball game or if he stays in. Looks like he's going to stay in there. Hands on the knees, bent over, trying to catch his breath. But I bet you they hand it to him again.
I bet. Maybe they fake it to him.
3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Davis behind Petro, who's in the pistol. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 from the Malvern 35-yard line.
Malvern showing blitz there.
Petro takes the snap, turns, fakes it, going to pitch it out to Gillen. Tries to break out of a tackle, cuts to the far sideline, and gets shoved out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him out of bounds. Rodney Smith was the one that shoved him out of bounds, or if he didn't, it might have been a touchdown.
Looks like they're going to mark him out there, Joe, at the 36-yard line.
So it looks like a pickup of only
31.
1.
Sorry, 31.
Looks like it's going to be a 3rd down and about 5 for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Got shoved out earlier than what Gillen says he was. Nice crowd on hand, both sides of the field. The home stand's pretty full. 2 to 3 deep on the fence in front of us and on the far side as well. Away stands full. They're going to turn and hand to Davis here to the near side. Keeps moving. Inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. Going to be very, very close to a first down. And they're going to call it short on the gain. Is going to bring up 4th down and a long 1, maybe a 1.5 for Sandy Valley.
Looks like Sandy Valley's bringing in their big boy personnel here. Diesel train.
Petro in at quarterback, 2 backs in front of him. It's going to be a throw out here to the far sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown. Lucas Gillen, 28 yards as Gillen was uncovered on the far sideline. They didn't see him over there, and they threw it, and now it's going to be a touchdown for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. A little trickeration from the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
I don't know if it was a little trickeration or Malvern was just didn't account for him, or they saw everybody bunched in there and he just snuck out there. So it was, either way, it was a beautiful play call by Coach Gamble.
They never huddled, so he didn't have to come across inside the hash marks. So he stayed out there, and it looked like he wasn't going to be in the play, but he was still in bounds, and nobody covered him. And they saw it, threw it to him for a touchdown. So Cohen Mace on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. and it is no good, wide left. And the score now 27-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern. 8 minutes to go. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Vacation.
Oh, I thought he went to commercial. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 27-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern. Having some fun with the Claxon Communications crew here tonight as they're training some newbies, so we're having some fun with them up here and moving the cameras around on them and having some fun during our game. 27-7 against Sandy Valley up on Malvern. Cohen Mace going to kick the ball away. Charles Motts and Dylan Phillips back to return the kickoff. Brought to you by Cartoons, your automotive accessory headquarters in New Philadelphia. High end over end kick fielded by Motts at about the 12-yard line, up to the 20. Cuts to the far sideline, has some space, and he gets driven out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. And that's where the Malvern Hornets will take over, 1st and 10. After the trickeration on the touchdown. I'm still calling it a trickeration.
I call it a trick. I'm just going to go with you, a trickeration. I think we've seen that a couple years ago when Cleveland Browns ran that with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, Johnny who?
Johnny Football.
Wow. I totally forgot he even played for them.
I know.
What, he last like 2 years?
I don't even think a year. He's awful.
7:54. We won't even talk about awful. That's what was awful on Sunday. 27-7. Malvern leads or trails Sandy Valley. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Looks like Gore in the backfield with Jared Witherow. The hand is to Gore. Lowers his shoulder off the right side, past the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Now Hutchison checks back in.
Chapin Gear on the stop for the Cardinals.
Chapin Gear with the stop for Chapin Greer, excuse me. The stop for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Owen Ball checks out of the game for Malvern.
Malvern's got to do something big here to get back into this game, get this crowd back to life.
7:20 to go in the third quarter. 27-7, Sandy Valley. Gore now in the backfield with Witherow. Witherow rolls here to the near side, has his receiver in and out of the hands of number 45, Drake Hutchison. That ball is going to be incomplete to bring up 3rd down now for the Hornets.
On the stop there, but on the defender stop was Luke Williams.
Real quick look at the Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. Our score 27-7 Sandy Valley. Mansfield Senior up on New Philly 21-6. Ridgewood up on TCC 42-3. West Holmes leads Madison Comprehensive 34-21. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport 26-19. Steubenville up on Dover 28-7. Tusky Valley up on Strasburg 41-6. Claymont Buckeye Trail tied at 13. Garraway leads East Canton 41-0 in the third quarter. Indian Valley leads St. Clairsville 14-6 at the half. 3 receivers split here to the near side. Witherow takes a snap, going to fake it. Looking, rolls here, has a receiver. That's going to be number 2 for the Malvern Hornets. Catches it. Josh Unch with the reception, and that's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Malvern Hornets. More scores here real quick. Northwest leads Fairless 28-14. Martins Ferry up on Newcomerstown 27-17. Carrollton all over Kenmore Garfield 35-6. And Harrison Central hammering East Liverpool 31-0 in the second quarter. That's a look at your Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. Again, our score 27-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern with 6:41 to go here in the third quarter. 3 receivers on the far side. They turn and hand. Nope. He keeps it, does Withrow. Rodney Smith driven out of bounds inside Sandy Valley territory. Troy Snyder on the stop for the Cardinals.
I'll give Rodney Smith a little credit there. That route he runs is very beautiful. He fakes like he's going inside, stops, pivots, back out to the sideline. It's a beautiful route. He must be practicing in a lot of practice.
Nice route runner is Rodney Smith. Smith split here on the near side. 2 receivers on the far side. Hutchison, Dylan Phillips, and Josh Unch split on the far side with Gore in the backfield with Jared Withrow. Withrow takes a snap, rolls to the far sideline. Has his receiver. Going to be caught down past the 40 to about the 30, to about the 38-yard line, enough for a First Federal Community Bank first down for the Malvern Hornets. They're moving the football here, Robbie, trying to get back in this football game.
That's what's happening is the way Malvern's getting all these yards is Sandy Valley's corners are bailing, and these wide receivers are running 10 yards, stopping, turning, and sitting while the defender's 10 yards past them. So it's going to be an easy pitch and catch for Withrow just to get 10 yards, keep picking up first downs, and maybe hit something big here soon.
6:05 to go here in the third quarter. 27-7 Sandy Valley. To fake it. Now Withrow has his receiver. Oh, just in and out of the hands. Josh Unts just behind him. If Withrow hits him in stride in front of him, he picks up a lot more after that catch.
He had green grass for days if he would have made that catch.
Give Sandy Valley credit. Their defensive front getting a lot of penetration inside and rushing throws by Jared Withrow here tonight. Withrow's getting some happy feet in there, getting some defenders in there, so we'll see if they can make some adjustments. 3 receivers here on the near side. The hands of Gore on the far sideline, and he's going to be dropped for a loss to bring up third down now for Malvern.
Nice little zone read there. Zone read gave it, and the outside defensive end just held his own and made the tackle. I will give credit to both teams. Being week 5, their tackling is really, really nice.
One thing I've noticed, though, Robbie, and we talked about it in the break, week 5, we talked about how penalties could make a difference, and in a rivalry game especially. But guess what? We haven't seen very many. We haven't seen very many penalties here in the game, and we've seen a couple, but nothing. You know, a couple weeks ago, Malvern, I believe, had 11. You know, you're just not seeing that, which is great. 3 receivers here on the near side. Withrow takes a snap, runs here to the near side. Has his receiver Unch. He's going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. And that's going to be enough, I believe. Is it going to be enough for a first down? Nope, going to be just short, I think. Fourth down and maybe 1 on the play for the Malvern Hornets. We'll see if they go for it. Trailing 27-7 with 5:07 to go.
Timeout for a measurement here.
So they're going to try to measure this again to see. Looks like, again, they're about a yard short. Down to Ryan McClellan on the sidelines. Ryan, your thoughts on this measurement, and is it going to be short? You called it last time. Is it going to be short again?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very similar to what we had last time, but I think Coach Chirko is going to take advantage of this timeout here, get his team, the perfect play to get him this crucial first down here. He's got the momentum here. We'll see what he can, draw up on the board here.
That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. Big thanks to Ryan McClellan on the sidelines tonight. Dalton Patterson handling social media for us. And he's going to be every bit of a yard to a yard and a half short. So it's going to bring up fourth down just like we anticipated. Not sure why you need a measurement when it's 4th and almost 2, it looked like.
I guess their eyes aren't as good as we thought they were.
But hey, they measured, got it right, and now it's going to be 4th down for Malvern. 5:07 to go here in the third quarter. Quick look at the Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. Our score 27-7, Sandy Valley over Malvern. Mansfield Senior leads New Philadelphia 21-6. Ridgewood up on TCC 42-3. West Holmes on Madison Comprehensive 34-21 at the half. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport 26-19. Steubenville up on Dover 28-7. Tusky Valley leads Strasburg 41-6. Claymont leads or tied with Buckeye Trail at 13. Garraway up on East Canton 41-0. Indian Valley leads St. Clairsville 14-6. I formation, 2 receivers. They turn and hand to the up back, and I'm not sure he got enough to get there.
No, that's close.
That was going to be very, very close. We'll see what the call is. Man, that is really close to a first down. We'll see if they have to measure this one. Ryan, you're down there. What do you think? Did they get enough, or you think they're going to be short?
No, that sideline official over there automatically just turned his head and went no. So I don't believe he got the first down.
So we'll see what they do call. They're going to bring the chains out again to measure, and we'll see what the call is on the field. The chain gang getting a workout tonight in this game. That's twice. That's 2 plays in a row. They come out and measure. I think they're going to be a little short.
Yeah, this is a big pull. Oh, yep, about a yard
They are short. And the Sandy Valley Cardinals will take over now. 1st and 10 of the Malvern Hornets. Fall short there on 4th and 1. And the Cardinals take over. Again, more scores on our Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. Indian Valley leads St. Clairsville 14-6 at the half. Northwest, they lead Fairless 28-21. Martins Ferry up on Newcomerstown 27-17. Carrollton all over Kenmore Garfield 41-6. And Harrison Central leads East Liverpool at the half 31-0. Conotton Valley stretched their lead out now on Bridgeport to 34-19. Mansfield Senior and New Philadelphia. Mansfield Senior leads 21-6. So Sandy Valley takes over, turns and hands to Chad Davis through the center of that offensive line, keeps those legs pumping. He's up past the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down for the Cardinals.
Got to give it to Chad Davis. He's running the ball very, very, very hard tonight. But also got to give credit to the offensive line, too, because he wouldn't be getting these yards without him.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a nice job today for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. That's Andrew Neary, Russell Hummel, Weston Little, Jake Gillen, Trenton Russell all up front. The big boys making holes for Chad Davis and the offense for Sandy Valley. 2 receivers split here on the near side. 1 on the far side. They turn and hand to Davis again. This time he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Julius Gore on the stop. Bring up 3rd down and about 7 now for Sandy Valley.
Nice pressure there by the Malvern defense. Stuff in the run, driving him back. This is the first time I think in this half Chad Davis has had a negative play in the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
They're going to come out with 4 receivers here.
Diamond package quads.
Diamond and a receiver on the far side, shotgun empty backfield.
That puts Lucas Gillen one-on-one over there on the sideline by Sandy Valley.
That's probably a mismatch for most teams. Gonna run a little screen pad. Chad Davis could not hang on to it, so that's going to bring up 4th down now. Had a screen play set up.
Yep.
Kind of just a lateral. It would have been a pass, but almost a stretch of their running game.
Yeah, a little now action there for Chad Davis, hoping to get a couple yards, get the first down with all those blockers he had in front of him. That was a nice formation they had. They had quads on the right side here, and on the far side they had Lucas Gillen. Like Joe said, that's a mismatch for everybody in the county.
As Dylan Phillips goes back deep to return this punt, he's in his own territory at about the 35-yard line. Low snap, fielded, almost blocked. It's going to be short punt. Barely gets into Malvern territory, takes a little bit of a roll down past the 45 to about the 43-yard line. That's where the Malvern Hornets will start over. 1st and 10 with a Cush Financial timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds after this with Big Z Sports.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
3:18 to go here, third quarter. Sandy Valley leads 27-7 over Malvern. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Withrow takes a snap, fakes, looking, has a receiver over the middle field. That's going to be Drake Hutchison. Chad Davis on the stop, and Davis a little slow to get up, still on the turf here at Hornet Stadium. And it will be an injury timeout for Chad Davis, who's still down on the turf here. And it looks like he's cramping up, got a leg up in the air saying, stretch me out, this hurts. You know, cramps are no fun. I mean, it was, like I said, nice and warm here in the pregame, and now it's cooling off, but these guys are out here playing hard, and he's getting the cramps. And that's a great time to mention our Tuscarawas County dairy farmers providing chocolate milk after the game. These guys will need some chocolate milk to help revitalize themselves, refresh themselves. And it'll be a nice little treat for them after the game, win or lose. Both teams get it. And we big thanks to the Tuscarawas County dairy farmers for that. Maybe this week we'll get lucky and get a bottle and, you know, on the ride home.
Oh, if it's the chocolate milk, I think it is. I think it's Smith Dairy.
It is Smith
Oh,
Dairy.
man, there's Smith Dairy. My dad works for Smith and my aunt. I think my aunt gives us that chocolate milk for Big Z Sports in the farmers dairy farmers. So that chocolate milk is phenomenal. I love it. Thank you, Smith Dairy.
Absolutely. It's a good thing. Again, Chad Davis still on the turf, cramping up pretty good. Malvern will have it 2nd down and 1 when play resumes here. Run down the Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard. Mansfield Senior now leads New Philly 28-6. Ridgewood up on TCC 42-3. West Holmes leads Madison Comprehensive 34-21. Conotton Valley up on Bridgeport 34-27. Steubenville pulling away from Dover. They now lead 34-7. Tusky Valley up on Strasburg 47-6. Claymont tied with Buckeye Trail 13-13. Garraway up on East Canton 41-0. That's now in the 4th quarter. Peyton Keller with an 88-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. St. Clairsville, they trail Indian Valley at the half 14-6. Northwest leads Fairless 28-21. Garraway now leads 44-0 over East Canton. Back to action here at Hornet Stadium. 2:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 1. Shotgun formation. A turn and hand. Nope, going to be a false start on the offense. Going to back them up 5 yards.
Looks like the left guard there flinched before they snapped the ball. Oh, center.
They called it on Connor Chalmers, the center. It's kind of hard to get a false start for a center unless you move the ball and then.
If you twitch the ball back, they call that a false start. But, I mean, if you're going to twitch the ball, just throw it back there anyway. I mean, they ain't going to call it then.
2:37 to go here, 3rd quarter, 27-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern. Malvern has it 2nd down and 6 at their own 47-yard line. 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Shotgun formation with Gore in the backfield. Withrow takes a snap, rolls here to the near side. Turning, going to get pressure, tries to spin out of a tackle, and then gets dropped at about the 40-yard line. 3 or 4 Sandy Valley defenders back there to drop Withrow on the turf. Going to bring up 3rd down. Andrew Neri on the sack for the Cardinals.
Got a little hand on the jersey there and just didn't let go. Held on for dear life till his partners came there. So great sack there by the Cardinals. Put them in long situation.
3rd down and 4 at their own 40-yard line now for the Malvern Hornets, who trail 27-7. Of course, our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, that's coming up after the conclusion of our game. We'll hand out our McInturf Realty Player of the Game as well. A couple guys in mind already for that T-shirt and that award. We'll talk about it in a break. Withrow takes a snap, takes off running to the far side, has a receiver over the middle of the field just behind him, Jason Dunch. And again, the ball was right behind his defender, had to reach back behind him to try to catch it. If it hits him in stride, that's a first down plus.
Yeah, he found that open hole. Linebacker scattered out of there, found that open hole with this scramble drill, and he sat there, but he threw right behind him. I mean, lead him. He's probably got another 20, 30 yards there. But incomplete pass. Looks like Malvern's getting ready to punt.
So Rodney Smith on now to punt the football away. Looks like Snyder and Gillen back to return this punt.
For the Cardinals on the return. Smith set the punt for the Hornets.
Rodney Smith, the punter for Malvern. The snap is back, and it is a punt, high, spiraling punt. Beautiful punt. Going to take a bounce at about the 20. Malvern downs it at about the 16-yard line, and that's where Sandy Valley will take over with a Cush Financial Group timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this with Big Z Sports.
Busy schedule? Check out Benson's Heat and Eat section with a variety of entrees and sides for you to choose from. And don't forget, Monday through Friday from 4 to 6, Benson's culinary team prepares hot, made-from-scratch dinners, complete with garden salad and bread and butter. Just call ahead to order. For daily and weekly specials, visit bensonsmc.com. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the market. Benson's Market and Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Petro takes the snap on a keeper. He's up to about the 20-yard line on the first down run after the punt. And that's going to bring up second down now for Sandy Valley. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 27-7. Sandy Valley leads. They're going to have it second down now and about 8. Calling it 7 on the scoreboard at the 19.
I'll give Nick Petro and Chad Davis credit. They run the ball so hard they have to have the whole team tackle him. Either one of them, even the Malvern running backs, they run the ball hard as well. I mean, this is two really good running backs here tonight.
Pistol formation, 2 receivers on the far side. They're going to turn. Nope, Petro's going to keep it roll, fire, has his receiver. That's number 11, Troy Snyder, out to the far sideline, up the sideline, and he is up the sideline. He may get caught from behind, but may not. And he will not be caught from the end zone into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for an 81-yard reception.
Rephrase that. That was not Troy Snyder. That was number 17.
That's Lucas Gillen, 1-7 from up here. Looks exactly the same, but I should have known by the breakaway speed by Lucas Gillen. An 81-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Petro to Gillen to make the lead 33-7, pending the extra point.
Just looked like they ran a little boot left sideline there, and Graybill got the ball. Or not Graybill, what am I doing? My gosh. Gillen, sorry.
Yeah, Lucas Gillen with the reception has Cohen Mace on for the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up, and it is no good. Wide left again by Cohen Mace. So the score remains the same at 33-7 with 12 seconds to go. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Back to Hornets Stadium. Sandy Valley leads 33-7 over the Malvern Hornets. 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, coming up at the conclusion of our game, the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. We'll have our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And, of course, all the players after the game will get chocolate milk. Big thanks to the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers for that. Of course, Ryan McClellan on the sidelines for us tonight. Dalton Patterson handling social media. Great job by the Claxon Communications crew tonight as well. Rookie on the camera doing a nice job. I'm just going to call her rookie right now.
The Rook.
The Rook.
Doing a nice job there, young lady.
Following the football very well as the kickoff is fielded at about the 10-yard line by Motts. He's up the far sideline, lowers his shoulder, stays on his feet, and finally gets shoved out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. That's where Malvern will take over with 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Malvern's going to take some big shots here. Get something going.
You know what happens with big shots late in the game?
Interceptions?
Yes. You know that Malvern's down pretty big. They're going to have to take some shots, like you said, but
Yeah.
if you start taking too many, could result in turnovers and the score could get uglier. Got to take smart shots.
Yep. Keep working that zone. Zone read you've been working all game, and keep finding the holes in the coverages that have been giving you. I mean, they're giving you a middle of the field a lot tonight. Just got to hit him in stride.
3 receivers split here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation with Gore in the backfield with Jared Witherow. Witherow rolls here to the near side, takes off running, and he's going to be dropped. And it's going to be a loss on the play, and that's going to be the final play of the third quarter with the score. A 33-7 Sandy Valley leads. Back after this with Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Fourth quarter, let's rock and roll.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Hornet Stadium. Sandy Valley 33, Malvern 7 as Malvern takes over. They have it second down now and 10 from the 24-yard line. 3 receivers split here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation, Witherow in the backfield with his running back, Julius Gore. Witherow takes a snap, rolling here to the near side. Pump fakes, now going to run here to the near side, keeps scrambling, takes it up the sideline, takes a slide. And he takes a shot from number 11, Chapin Greer, but they do not throw the flag after
Big hit.
looks like Witherow was down there well before Greer hit him, but they did not throw a late hit flag or a late hit penalty flag on that. So going to bring up third down and about 2. In the NFL, that would have been a flag.
Yes, that would have been a big time flag.
Bring up third down and 2.
Third down and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Gotta get a first down, keep this drive going.
Shotgun formation, going to hand off to Gore. He's going to get enough for the First Federal Community Bank first down for the Malvern Hornets to keep the chains moving and the drive going for the Malvern Hornets.
That was a beautiful run there by Gore. Found that hole, hit it hard, and they got the first down for the Hornets, and they keep this drive rolling.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Witherow takes a snap, looking, now fires here to the near side, out of bounds and incomplete. Just threw it away to avoid the sack.
Yep, that was coverage sack there. Everybody was covered downfield, and the D-line got some great pressure on there. Looks like they ran a couple stunts. D-ends went inside, the insides went out, and it confused the offensive line there for a little bit, and looks like second down.
10:46 to go in the football game. Sandy Valley leads 33-7. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side. Withrow fires way over the head of his intended receiver, Rodney Smith. Lucas Gillen on the coverage for Sandy Valley. Head down to the sidelines and bring in Ryan McClellan. Ryan, kind of all of Sandy Valley tonight here in the second half. They've jumped out to a 33-7 lead. Malvern struggling to get really anything going offensively.
Yeah, the momentum here is definitely, swung to Sandy Valley the whole time, and I think it might be creeping in a little bit. The time is behind Malvern's, and you start to worry a little bit. You try to overcome this deficit, and you just try to get some progress.
3rd down and 10 now for Malvern. Shotgun, 3 receivers. Withrow rolls to the far sideline, has his receiver caught by Dylan Phillips. He actually overshot his intended receiver, Hutchison. Phillips was there to catch it, but it's going to be short of the 1st down to bring up 4th down now for Malvern.
Malvern's got to go for it here. They got to get some points on the board and try to make this a little bit of a game here with 10:21 left in the 4th.
Have our first final of the night. Commercial and Savings Bank scoreboard update. Garraway knocks off East Canton 44-6.
It's a quick game.
It is a very quick game. Running clock the whole second half for Garraway and East Canton. It is a final. Garraway improves to 5-0. East Canton drops to 1-4. Under 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Malvern rolls here to the near side, does Withrow. Going to take a sack and get dropped way back at about the 30-yard line.
Dreyer on the stop. Turnover on downs.
Going to be a turnover on downs for the Malvern Hornets as the pressure from Sandy Valley just too much here tonight.
Yeah, they're just running stunts up to front. It looks like it's confusing the offensive line some because the biggest thing when you're doing stunts, you got to communicate up front, and it looks like the offensive line is just stumbled over what's going on with the defensive line. I mean, beautiful, beautiful stunts.
We'll get to a Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard coming up here in just a couple of minutes as Sandy Valley takes over. 2 receivers split here on the near side, 2 on the far side. Petro at quarterback. Morris goes in motion. They're going to turn and hand 2. That's Davis here on the near sideline. Gets shoved out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down. New Philadelphia trails Mansfield Senior 28-14. Ridgewood all over TCC 42-3. West Holmes leads Madison Comprehensive 41-28. Conotton Valley leads Bridgeport 34-27. Steubenville all over Dover 34-7. Tusky Valley leads Strasburg 47-14. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 20-13. Garraway, they knock off East Canton 44-6. Indian Valley leads St. Clairsville 14-12. The snap back, the hand to Davis. He's off the left side, has a wide open field in front. He cuts to the near sideline, and he's shoved out of bounds, or did he get in? We'll see. Touchdown, Chad Davis from 21 yards out, and a flag is thrown late. But the touchdown is good as Chad Davis just gets the ball inside the pylon for a touchdown. Increases the Sandy Valley lead to 39-7. We'll see what the penalty is. Probably going to be unsportsmanlike on one of the 2 teams. Very late flag after the touchdown.
Well, I saw a Malvern player push Nick Petro into the referee, so I don't know if that's going to be touching in the referee or an unsportsmanlike on Malvern.
We got a dead ball. Personal foul on the white, number 5. The touchdown is good.
So we got a personal foul on Malvern. The White Hats confused here.
Very.
They're calling it personal foul on Sandy Valley.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Down to Ryan McClellan on the sideline. Ryan, that happened right in front of you. What was the call there?
Well, they're calling it on Petro, but I believe Petro got pushed into the official, and then when the official turned around, he happened to see, Petro right there. So I think it might have been a confusion there. I believe I'm kind of lost as well.
So Petro got the personal foul when he was shoved into the official. Unfortunately, the official didn't see the shove, so He just thinks that Petro ran into him maybe. I have no idea. They called it that on the field, and we will maybe get an explanation in the next timeout. 9:27 to go. Cohen Mace on for the extra point, up, and it is good. That is the score now, 40-7. Sandy Valley leads Malvern with a Cush Financial Group timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9. Seven to go here in the football game. Sandy Valley up 40-7. The running clock will be started here soon as the 30-point deficit for the rule of the running clock is in effect. Sandy Valley will be kicking off to Malvern as Motts and Hutchison back deep to return the kickoff, brought to you by Cartoons, your automotive accessory headquarters in New Philadelphia. They do a great job at Cartoons. I've had my car windows tinted by them, a car stereo put in. They do a nice job at Cartoons. And if you need something done, my wife just got a new car. I'm going to probably take it over there to get the windows tinted. She enjoys her windows tinted, so I may do that for her coming up soon. But the low line drive kickoff by Sandy Valley going to be fielded by an up man at about the 30-yard line, and he just picks it up in time. Actually, that was Charles Motts, and that's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 now for the Malvern Hornets as they trail 40-7 with the running clock under 9 minutes to go here in the game.
Yeah, Motts would have let that go out of bounds. It was close to going out of bounds. He would have got a better field position, but he decided to pick it up and try to get some yardage out of it.
Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard. Indian Valley leads St. Clairsville 14-12, 35-27. Northwest leads Fairless. Martins Ferry up on Newcomerstown 41-24. Carrollton all over Kenmore Garfield 41-20, and Harrison Central leads East Liverpool 37-6. Chris Cale just texted me, and that is very true, Chris. 40-7 in the 4th quarter. 8:26 to go. Withrow takes off running, slides down as Jack Murphy, I take that back, that's Chapin Greer on the tackle.
He's been all over the field tonight, Chapin Greer.
Greer has played a nice job played a nice game from his defensive end position. 8:05 to go here in the football game. Sandy Valley leads 40-7. Not the game, not the outcome, or not the score that we thought it would be here tonight, Robbie. I didn't think it would get out of hand like this, to be honest. And we'll see if Malvern can maybe put some points on the board here late in the ball game. Withrow takes a snap, throws, has his receiver. That's number 10, Jordan Detchen. That's going to be enough for a First Federal Community Bank 1st down.
Nice little in route there, nice little curl route, I should say, and got the 1st down and found, like I said before, they're finding the holes in the zone. So maybe Malvern can work on something here and get ready for next week, because next week I think they have the Strasburg Tigers.
$7:10 to go here in the football game. Clock moving, 40-7. Sandy Valley leads. We'll talk with head coach Brian Gamble at the end of the game. And, of course, we'll have our McInturf Realty player of the game. I think we've already decided it. Right? We decided it in the last break. So we have that decided. The guys have the shirt down there, ready to give it out as Withrow takes a snap, and it's almost picked off. Number 11 in on the stop for the Sandy Valley Cardinals was Troy Snyder. Going to bring up 2nd down now and 10 for Malvern.
Looks like Sandy Valley is starting to starting to get some substitutions in here. It looks like a little JV action time for the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
Of course, the JVs will play tomorrow down at Sandy Valley. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the game. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Shotgun formation. With throw rolls out here to the near side, pump fakes again, has his receiver, just over the intended receiver for Hutchison, and number 2, Josh Unch in the area of the pass. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now for Malvern.
That was nice coverage there by Lucas Gillen and Luke Williams. They got to the sidelines there really quick and knocked the ball out.
Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Novelis, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and TMK Valley Propane. Of course, Cartoons in New Philadelphia, First Federal Community Bank, the Jeff Wallach LLC, Red Zone tonight. We've been in that quite a bit. Dr. Nathan Springer for our sideline reports. We appreciate all of our sponsors. We couldn't do this without our sponsors here with Big Z Sports. Pass tipped at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down now for the Malvern Hornets. Cush Financial Group, First National Bank of Denison, our halftime report. And of course, coming up, our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show with our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. And the guys on each team and cheerleaders will be able to enjoy some nice ice-cold chocolate milk thanks to the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Maybe we'll get a bottle or 2 extra tonight.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
We'll see what happens. If not, maybe have to stop by the store and just pick up a bottle.
I don't have to stop by the store. I'll just say, hey, Dad, give me some.
Well, I don't know your dad, so I couldn't ask him for any chocolate milk.
Oh, he'll hook you up. Don't worry.
4:24 to go here in the game. Going to punt the football away. Rodney Smith stands back. Punts it away. A nice line drive punt. Going to take a bounce sideways, now back, and Malvern's going to down it there at about the 21-yard line. Rodney Smith took his sweet time punting that football away. I thought for a minute he was going to take off running with it, but he did kick it away, and Sandy Valley will take over with 4:08 to go here in the game, leading 40-7.
I'm making bet Sandy Valley's just going to say, let's just run the clock out and get out of here. I mean, it's been a very, very clean game for it being a rival game.
That's what you want to see. You love rivalry games. You want to see it be physical in a very competitive game, but you don't want it to see it get out of hand.
Oh yeah, it hasn't gone out of hand. I mean, there's been no unsportsmanlike penalties, any of those penalties. So it's been a very clean game for it being close schools.
Turn and hand it off to, that's going to be Davis. Nope, that's going to be Jack Murphy on the carry for Sandy Valley. Some more finals on our Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard. Steubenville knocks off Dover 34-14. Tusky Valley, they beat Strasburg 54-14. Garaway, they beat East Canton 44-6. Some other scores around the area. Carrollton up on Kenmore Garfield 41-20. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 20-13. Claymont could be 3-1, and they're 1-3.
Well, could be.
They're going to improve. They could improve to 2-3 on the year. We'll see what happens as they hand it off to Murphy.
Who are they playing again, Joe?
Claymont. They are playing Buckeye Trail.
Oh.
Indian Valley up on St. Clairsville now 20-12 in the 3rd quarter. Tanyan McComb has an interception. Grady Kinsey, looks like he got into the end zone. Tyson Pryor with a 2-yard and a 13-yard touchdown run. Kinsey just scored on a 4-yard touchdown. So 20-13 Indian Valley. They have the Sandy Valley Cardinals next week. I believe that's in Sandyville.
Yes, it is. Big game for the IVC South.
Going to be a big game, big matchup, of course. Indian Valley fell to Dover early in the year. That's their one loss. Sandy Valley, they fell to Canton South, who would beat Dover. So kind of a common-ish opponent. So it should be a good one in Sandyville next Friday night between the Cardinals and the Braves. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the game, 40-7, Sandy Valley leads. going to pick up the win here tonight. They're going to move to 4-1. Malvern's going to fall to 4-1 on the year. Heading into week number 6, going to mark halfway through the high school football season, the regular season. Of course, we have playoffs that hopefully will take us into late November, maybe early December. We'd love to see it.
I'd love to see a team get to the Tom Benson Stadium. That'd be awesome.
Minute 35 to go here in the game. Another handoff going to be dropped in the backfield is Jack Murphy.
Jack Murphy on that, brought down by Gage Campbell.
Some extracurriculars there at the end of the play. Going to bring up 3rd down now. Coming up on a minute 20.
Speaking of the Indian Valley game there, Joe, they're playing St. Clairsville tonight. They can honestly see them in the playoffs. They're in the same region.
Oh, yeah. They, if I remember right, they played Steubenville. They played Steubenville at St. Clairsville last year. So, yeah, they could see St. Clairsville in the playoffs. Have you seen the size of St. Clairsville's offensive line?
No, I've heard they're pretty big.
Their center's 220, and the other 4 guys make that center look like a toothpick. It's crazy to see how big those dudes are down at St. Clairsville. Coming up on 40 seconds to go. Sandy Valley doing the right thing, just running the football. Going to have it 4th down in about 6 or 7.
Shouldn't have to run another play here. They haven't killed the clock yet, so that should probably do it.
30 seconds to go here in the game. Sandy Valley leads, and they will win the football game here tonight, 40-7. As a receiver, that's number 5. That's Nick Petro coming here to the sideline to talk to the official. And that may do it here tonight. And I believe that will be the final play of the game as we're down under 5 seconds. And that will be it. And the game is over here as Sandy Valley knocks off Malvern 40-7. And coming up, our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. We'll talk to head coach Brian Gamble and announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. Again, final score here at Hornet Stadium, Sandy Valley 40 and Malvern 7. Back after this, you're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling their residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
Take a second to step outside of your daily life and breathe. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District brings that perfect break from a busy life and great destinations for relaxing, camping, fishing, hiking, family-friendly activities, and so much more. Atwood and Tappan Lakes also have new campsites with full hookup connections and full-service marinas. Reserve your adventure now at mwcd.org. The Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District would also like to congratulate all of the area athletes on a great season.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Jeanette Hutton, South Broadway, and Schönbrunn in New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Fell can sell. When you choose the Caleb Fell Real Estate Team, you can count on local expertise, terrific communication, and expert negotiator on your side.
4-1 on the season as they knock off Malvern 40-7 here on senior night. Joe Geckler, Robbie Anderson, Ryan McClellan on the sidelines for Big Z Sports. Dalton Patterson down doing social media. We got Dalton to do a cartwheel there in that last time out. I think we got it on camera, so going to hold that against him. But anyway, we had some fun here tonight at Hornet Stadium. Claxon Communications crew did a great job. Some rookies on the camera, which was nice. She did a great job. Abby, her brother on the producing side of things. Judd holding things down for Claxon Communications. And we are in our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, waiting on head coach Brian Gamble. I'm going to run down a Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard real quick while we wait on coach. Our score again, 40-7, Sandy Valley over Malvern. Mansfield Senior, they lead New Philadelphia 28-14 in the fourth quarter. Ridgewood up on TCC 42-3. West Holmes leads Madison Comprehensive 49-28. Conotton Valley, they are leading Bridgeport 40-27. Steubenville, they knock off Dover 34-14. Tusky Valley, they beat Strasburg 54-14. Claymont leads Buckeye Trail 20-13. Garraway, they improved to 5-0 with beating East Canton 44-6. Indian Valley up on St. Clairsville 20-18. Northwest and Fairless all tied at 35 in the fourth. Martins Ferry leads Newcomerstown 41-31. Carrollton knocks off Kenmore Garfield 41-20. And in the fourth quarter, Harrison Central leads East Liverpool 37-13. Teams are all set down there. Looks like we're going to have coach. He is down there with Ryan McClellan. And Ryan, you take it away here with Coach Brian Gamble. Ryan?
Brian Gamble, congratulations. What a great team win that was. Your team came in. You know, you made a statement at halftime. You talked about you wanted to play fast. You came out, you took the ball, you took control. Your defensive line there, you played a great coaching job. Your team did all around. You know, what do you have to say about your defensive line and how they were able to get in there and, you know, keep Malvern from doing what they wanted to do?
Well, you know, we want to own the line of scrimmage when we can, and I thought we did a really good job of that. I thought, you know, containing their weapons and containing what they have, just trying to shut that down and winning our trenches. We liked our matchup there. And those guys did an amazing job of just, you know, staying home, of doing what they're supposed to do, and wreak havoc, too, on our ends and do what we do. Those guys did an amazing job on the entire night.
Davis, he's an all-around guy. You know, he was out there all the time, punting the ball, running the ball. He was playing great on defense. You know, that young man is, you know, he's got a lot of heart, it looked like, out there. You know, talk about him a little bit, how he means to his team, you know, and what you expect from him the rest of the year.
Well, Chad Davis is a 4-year starter for us. Chad Davis is what we call the closer. He wears you down. He wears you down to the end. And he's a guy that will just keep wearing and tearing, man. But he's the guy that keeps getting stronger while the game goes on, and the guy that we always talk about, we lean on when we need it. And he's the guy that we can always rely on. And just an outstanding senior, outstanding captain, just an outstanding young man.
Coach, sometimes with these big wins, you know, you can look at it and be like, it was great win. You did a lot of things that you wanted to do, but you got a lot of good things coming out of that with your reserves. You got a lot of guys in that you wanted to, almost the whole fourth quarter there. You know, talk about that, how that helps you with this, you know, the second half of your season coming up, and you know, you got some good opponents coming up soon. You got Indian Valley coming up next. You know, how does that help you with what's coming up next?
I tell you, anytime you can build depth at anytime you can build depth, it's huge for us. You know, our real season starts now, starting the IVC South. You know what I mean? And we know we have a tough opponent coming up here with Coach Lancaster and Indian Valley Braves. So you know, we're gonna enjoy this moment. But again, building that depth is huge for us. It's absolutely huge for us. Again, it gets guys experience, gets guys in a game like this, a rival game like this. It's a good taste for them. And again, it's just overall win for Sandy Valley.
Coach, good job. Thank you. I don't want to hold you too long. I just got to ask you one question. Robbie wants me to tell you to say go Cards.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Rob. Okay, appreciate you guys at WTUZ. Go Cards.
Hey, guys, thank you so much. Hey, back to you there, John.
That's Ryan McClellan on the sidelines with head coach Brian Gamble joining us here in our Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. And, of course, I think we pretty much decided. Did you get some stats on our McInturf Realty player of the game? And let's see what he had, if I can read this here.
He had
23 carries, 166 yards.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns for our McInturf Realty player of the game, number 6, Chad Davis. And Ryan has him on the field right now. Take it away, Ryan.
Chad, Mr. Do-It-All, as I like to say. Your coach said it too. You had 23 carries, I believe that's what it was, 2 touchdowns. You were out there the entire time. I saw you kept fighting. You didn't want to quit. How do you feel about this great win that your team just put up?
It feels really good just to go out there and get the win against our rival. And I really couldn't have done it without my O-line because they just had to get a good push off the line, and I just read their holes.
Yeah, you talk about your offensive line, and, the offensive line is like your best friend. As long as they're doing their job and they're, opening those holes for you, it makes your day easy. The relationship that I've seen with you and Petro had out there, you guys are very special. You have Indian Valley coming up next. You're at home. What are you hoping that your team's going to be able to do to face that team?
We just got to stop the run. And then once we stop the run, we go back on offense, and we're trying to score.
Well, good job tonight. Thank you, and go enjoy some chocolate milk. Back to you, Joe.
Thanks again, Ryan McClellan, and our McInturf Realty player of the game, Chad Davis. What a great game for the senior tailback, and he was the workhorse. He was the closer, as Brian Gamble said there on the field. And a great win for the Sandy Valley Cardinals tonight. And, Robbie, they really kind of showed their strength and really pushed around Malvern up front, and that's where the game was won, is in the trenches. Defensive line penetration. The offensive line made huge holes for Chad Davis. Great win for the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to the Sandy Valley putting the work in the offseason. The weight room pays dividends for the Sandy Valley Cardinal team. They couldn't do without that. I mean, Sandy Valley, like Coach Gamble said, their season starts now, and they got a big 3 weeks coming up. I think Indian Valley, Ridgewood, and Garraway coming up in the next 3 weeks are going to decide how good they really are. I know last year Indian Valley put it on them, so they're looking for a little payback this year.
Sandy Valley, I know, has Indian Valley next week. They'll have Ridgewood. They'll have Claymont, who's playing a lot better this year. Of course, Garraway's week 9, so coming up towards the end of the year, I believe the final game of the year for Sandy will be Tusky Valley.
Yeah.
So that'll be a week 10 rivalry, the backyard rivalry there for the Cardinals. So schedule doesn't get any easier, and Coach Gamble knows that. He needed the win here tonight, and after the tough loss a couple weeks ago to Canton South, they lost by, I believe, a touchdown. And Canton South has been putting some points up on the board this year, and for the Cardinals to almost come out and get that win against Canton South just shows you how good they are. And they've, like you said, they got to run through that gauntlet in the IVC South, which is much improved this year. And they got to go to Garraway, they got to go to Ridgewood, they get Indian Valley at home. So they've got 3 of their last 5 games on the road. So we'll see how they do coming up in the final 5 games of the regular season. But, man, what a good win here at Malvern.
Oh, yeah, it always feels good to get a win over your rival, and only being 10 minutes apart, 10, 15 minutes apart from each other. I mean, these kids knew each other coming in. They knew what was going to happen. All game long, they showed great sportsmanship, and there wasn't very many penalties tonight, and that's what paid dividend. I mean, Sandy Valley's offense was just clicking tonight, and their defense looked tremendously amazing. Not amazing, but like really, really good and really fast. They looked fast tonight, so hopefully they keep that going for next week.
So they, again, Sandy Valley wins 40-7 over Malvern. Head down to the sidelines one final time. This trip to the sidelines brought to you by Dr. Nathan Springer. And we will check in with Ryan McClellan one final time. And, Ryan, your final thoughts on the game here tonight.
Yeah, I thought, Sandy Valley came and, took business on the road. And, they have a lot of things that they can look back on this. And, they have a lot of things they can still work on, And that's the great thing about a great win. You got the reserves in there. You got them experience. And that's huge down the road, once you get towards the end of the season. And then Malvern, Malvern came in tonight, it was senior night, had a lot of emotional going on. And, they didn't get the outcome like that. You look at this film. you take the harsh loss, and you move on. You take care of business next week, and you throw this away like Coach Johnson says. You don't even look at this film. So I was very impressed how Sandy Valley's offense came out. Their defense, allowed 7 points in the first quarter, I believe, and then after that they took care of business the rest of the way. So a very great win by Sandy Valley all around.
What I'm impressed with, Ryan, is the last 2 weeks as a sideline reporter for you. You've done a fantastic job. We appreciate it. You covered a couple teams this week that you're not used to seeing. You're used to seeing the Quakers every week, and you stepped out of your comfort zone last week. You stepped out of it even more this week, and as a play-by-play guy here doing things for Big Z Sports, you did great the last couple of weeks, and I appreciate it. You did a fantastic job, and thanks so much for helping us out and stepping out of your comfort zone. And you never know, we could have our permanent sideline reporter for Big Z Sports.
Hey, I appreciate that, and I'm always open to helping wherever I need to be helped. And, I can always learn. I'm learning all the time. I'm learning I need to ask questions faster, and I need to learn, to slow down sometimes. And, I love it every minute I'm out here with you guys, and I just appreciate it.
That's the McClellan attitude that I've learned about the last 6 or 7 years with his cousin Travis, and, of course, his family. Great kid down there, and Ryan McClellan. Ryan, thanks so much, man, and we'll see you again real soon.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Robbie, your final thoughts here tonight as Sandy Valley, man. Like I said, rivalry game, and I didn't expect that score. I really didn't. I thought it would be maybe a 7-10 point score difference. I didn't expect 33 points.
No, Coach Gamble said they put their foot on the gas. They don't stop. Their offense is fast, and their wide receivers are fast, and they got the big man in the back of that field there. Two of them, actually, two-headed monsters, Judd Davis and Nick Petra. Once they started, they didn't stop. So it was very nice to see. And with their defense, like I said before, they're fast, and their D-line gets after it, and they tackle really well. And the penalties, not having penalties really helps you win a ball game too.
For sure. Great job, man. Second week with you. Did a fantastic job. Better than last week. Keep it up. And, of course, next week you'll be with us, but you'll be down there. You'll be on the sidelines next week as Travis rejoins us for a game. We get him back for just one. He comes back for Dover Canfield. That's where we'll be. But you'll still be with us. You'll be on the sidelines and helping us out, and then I'll be back with you in week number 7. It's going to be a good one.
I'm out. I'm not going to be there.
Week 7, you're not there.
Getaway Indian Valley, I'm not there.
Oh, why not?
Honeymoon.
Oh, my goodness. All right, well, who the heck's going to be with me then? Shannon in the booth with me?
Adam Sawecki can do it with you.
Okay,
Chris Kale.
All right. Well, that'd be fun. So big thanks to Robbie Anderson and Ryan McClellan for joining me here on the call for Big Z Sports, and of course the Claxon Communications crew, Judd Bone, Gage Wright, and Abby Wright, the rookie on the camera tonight, did a great job for us. And Gage, great job, bud. And Judd, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. And the Claxon Communications crew did a fantastic job bringing you the sights and sounds here tonight from Malvern High School. Again, final score, Sandy Valley 40, Malvern 7. So long, everyone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Thanks for listening to Big Z Sports. Tonight's show was presented by Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Novellus, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, TMK Valley Propane, First National Bank of Denison, the Caleb Fell Real Estate Team, Wood Electric, Keim Home Center, Niedenthal and Company, the Commercial and Savings Bank, Dr. Nathan Springer, Auto Works Collision Center, and First Federal Community Bank. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Thank you for listening to Big Z Sports on 99.9 WTUZ, Z Country.